test failed successfully?
It said it was fine.
It's been a pain. And the thing is, Arudai gave me access and then didn't show me how to use it. So he's like, yeah, you have access. I'm like, I don't know how to use this.
That's in character, though.
Yeah.
I like it. Whee!
There we go. Oh, look.
Oh, wait, you guys get notifications?
Oh, well, I
Political ad.
guess we'll just play the game.
Way to get in on the
Oh
action.
no!
How horrible.
Pick your favorite players and
Oh,
predict
darn.
more or less for a chance
Have
to
a session
win
without people
times your
watching?
money.
Yeah.
That seems
Activate
crazy.
live and
I
stay
know,
in
who
the
would do that?
players
Oh,
predict
darn.
There's already a sausage.
Have a session without people watching?
Money.
That seems crazy.
I know.
Alright.
Nice, we got the horror.
There's already a sausage.
Have a session without people watching?
Oh, we heard you, Chrysanth.
Nice, we got the horror.
There's already a sausage.
Have a session without people watching?
Oh, we heard you. Somebody's coming through.
Nice,
Somehow.
we got the horror.
Oh, I have all my all
Is it
the
me?
tabs
Is it
muted.
echoing?
Yeah, I've got everything muted except, well, this. So.
Woo!
It's always hot.
Well, foolishly followed me in. So,
Yes.
without
Oh.
further ado,
People are saying muted.
I'm muted.
No, everybody was muted because I just unmuted everybody after
Oh my
about
God.
a minute after.
So,
They missed your
Um,
circus joke. I'm so
okay.
sorry.
oh, they missed the circus.
man.
Well, basically, I made a circus joke, and I said, this is my circus, so circus better get in line. And then basically, I went on to say that these lovely people were foolish enough to follow me in here to play Bride Price using the Dresden Files accelerated system in the Dresden Files universe, where I've taken a few liberties here and there. So I'm going to explain the system really briefly for you, and then everybody's going to introduce their characters, and then I will explain to you what we did in the intro episode where we learned how to do the system. So not everybody will be completely lost. And also in the Tabletop RPG channel, you can take a peek at the syllabus if you want to see a little overview of things. So Dresden Files universe, each character is a collection of a few pithy statements and a couple of stats and some stunts. Nothing else. It's all storytelling. So every character has a high concept. So we could have a world-weary wizard. We could have a crashed-out beauty queen, whatever they are. That defines who they are to people in a little statement. Everyone has a trouble, which is the thing that causes their character the most conflict and stress in their lives, but also impels them into adventure. And then they have 1 to 3 or more aspects. And those are the pithy statements that define the character's morality, personality, and, well, some traits. And I get to use those for or against them, which is fun. Then the stunts are rules exceptions, and the 6 approaches they have are flair, focus, force, guile, haste, and intellect. And those 6 things all have a numerical rating, and they use those to overcome challenges in the game. So we'll get into it. It's very, very simple at its core, but since players can do all kinds of crazy things with fate points and boosts, it can get a little nutty. And we'll explain some more of that to you. But before we go into all that, let's go and talk to the players and get an idea of what their characters are. If you want to go over your high concept, your character's name, the basic trouble, your aspects, and you don't have to go into a whole lot of other detail if you want, but go as in depth as you want. So we're going to start with Belle. So Chrysanth, if you want to tell us about Belle.
Sure. I will be playing Belle Mayweather. She is a homey midwife and she is a kitchen witch. So she is the system calls it a focused practitioner. She is a magic user, but she's very weak, only focused on one thing. And you guys will see what that is later on. Her trouble is home is where the heart is. So she's very where the homey comes in. She very much likes to be in a place of comfort and warmth and love. And if she's outside of that comfort zone, she's not okay. She's also old. She's quite old. And her other aspect is a place for everything and everything in its place. So she's very organized, very neat, but well, a little OCD.
A bit.
Just a
But
bit.
in a good way, right?
Yeah, totally a good way.
We'll
You
go
can't
with the
take
good way.
advantage. You can't take advantage of that, right?
Nope. Totally not. Bah. So she has access to magic. She is clued in, so she knows some of what's going on out here. Not everybody in the party knows what goes on in the Dresden Files universe, and they're going to find out real quick. But I am going to quickly show you now, because this has a very specific theme. It is set in modern day New York, but they won't be there long. So all the character art and everything that I've gotten, I used AI for this because I didn't have a lot of time. All of it is themed. So this is, if you want to transition over, Mr. Moss.
Yes, sir.
This is Belle.
All the transitioning.
And the music has changed. By the way, the music we're listening to right now is not from anything that you may have known. Well, you might know about. It's from Tabletop Audio. I have a Patreon membership, and I believe that Rudai does as well. So we can use their tracks. And they're awesome.
love that website. Just saying.
It is so nice. So yes, this is Belle. And is there anything else you wanted to talk about with Belle? Like you said, she's a little older. She made a friend, a guy named Buck, who she's going to love and be kind to the rest of her life. And intro.
Yeah, she's gonna love.
I like Buck.
Buck.
She does not like Buck.
Buck
He
is
does
not a
not
very
like
good
him.
He
person.
does not like Buck. The Ovaltine did not buy her love.
Remember that, folks. Ovaltine did not buy her love.
Ovaltine's
All right,
Buck,
we're
man.
gonna flop on over to Konstantin Milnik.
Hello, I am Konstantin Milnik, and I am Ukrainian. Well, Eastern European. You're not supposed to know I'm Ukrainian yet.
Secret.
But I am the high concept of Konstantin. His high concept is the magpie of East Europe. And so take from that what you will. I'm sure Frost will find some fun ways to play with that. My trouble is, how much is a banana? Basically communicating like he has no concept of the value of money. It's just a kind of a tool to be used to meet certain ends. But it could also get him in trouble as well, because he might sell something for far less than what it's worth, or quite the opposite. And finally, my other aspect is family above all. And basically, I mean, that just tells you where his priorities are, whether it provokes him to do something good or get himself into trouble.
Excellent. One thing I didn't mention is, Chrysanth, do you want to tell everybody what the mantle you chose for Belle? I don't know if you remember what it was, but if not, I can say what it was.
Which one? Like what her magic is?
The mantle is basically what defined all the stunts you got. So it's not your high concept, your trouble. It's the one from the book, basically.
Oh, it's the precognition.
Yeah, she is a focused practitioner. So unlike Harry Dresden, who is wizard extraordinaire, does everything, she is a focused practitioner. So she's very good at a very specific kind of magic. So she won't have access to other things. I don't believe you have third eye and a few other things like that. No. So she's not a Wizard of the White Council kind of wizard. She's a kitchen witch. And Konstantin, what is your mantle? If you want to let anyone know. If you don't want to, we don't have to tell people.
I think everyone will probably have in their head he is a criminal of some sort.
What? He looks totally like not a... Never mind.
He's very good in appearances and everything, but he's ne'er do well, but he does it all for family and for good things.
You want women? I get you women. What? You want men? I get you men.
And I don't know if people in the chat noticed, but we all kind of dressed up. I threw on a button-down shirt, but for every $100, I will undo a button. So just throw. I'm just kidding. Or am I?
Buttons. Wow. Let's get away from the buttons. Let's go over to Peter Van Cushing.
Yes, I am playing Dr. Peter Van Cushing. The high concept is an aging adept, so he is a veteran of the war of good versus evil, in a very large family and a very, very long line of people. His mantle, naturally, as you can guess, is a monster hunter. He actually hunts down and kills things that go bump in the night. His trouble, however, is that time is ticking onwards. He's reached that point in his life where he does have to admit that he is an old man in a profession where young men die quickly. What are these things called? An aspect? Yeah. His aspect is there are monsters around every corner, so he has an encyclopedic knowledge of things that go bump in the night, but that also lends itself a paranoia that he thinks that everyone is something that might go bump in the night.
Just a bit. Right. Anything else you want to point out about Mr. Van Cushing?
No.
All right. We're going to head on to Kyle Winkleman. Dr. Kyle Winkleman. We have 2 doctors.
Yep. Dr. Kyle Winkleman is a bumbling big brain because he knows quite a bit as a doctor about medicine, and obviously that's his main feature, that he is a medical practitioner. He is not inclined towards wizardry, magic, or the crazy things that go bump in the night. He is still in training, as he is in kind of a fellowship program at the hospital, working with the elite, but yet still in training. He is an accurate, arrogant ass, as he is very intelligent, knows what he's talking about, but also can be a little bit of a dick about it. Formulas and patterns are easy for him to follow because he knows all the formulas for all the equations that you could imagine, and he also knows how to follow all the patterns. So he is very much the smartass of the group, but also the one that doesn't know anything about Dresden Files, and doesn't really know anything about those things that go bump in the night, and just really there to help.
You're basically going to have quite a good time suddenly, real soon. You're going to learn some things real fast. So
I'll figure it out.
Given all that, these 4 were brought together by an acquaintance, a friend, a business associate, depending on their relation to him, a young man named Eric Joseph Mason III. Very rich, very unfocused dilettante, who brought them to he's brought them to more than one dinner at different points to raise funding for hospitals and for other reasons, because some people are clued in, and he is currently with his new fiance dabbling in magic occasionally, so they have enlisted the aid of Belle for a few different things here and there. But Constantine is working with him to try and land a large contract, and the Van Cushings are brought into most of these things because everyone knows that you invite the Van Cushings to every party or else. And Kyle Winkleman is there because he's a hotshot doctor up and coming at the hospital, and they like to parade him around at these functions so people can talk to him and sign big checks. When they were there, you are an arrogant, big brain, bumbling. Oh, wait, I can't put all those together in one sentence. We'll just say he's a really good doctor who rubs everybody the wrong way. So, of course, he's on the rise.
Against the grain.
Exactly. Ooh, don't rub him backwards. And
Don't rub that wood.
No, don't do it. And so he convinced them to come to this party. But then another acquaintance of theirs, so I will show you the art for the princely art for Eric Mason. He convinced them to come to this 12,000 person plate dinner, and they were enjoying it as much as they could, given the atmosphere, when they were asked to come along to a rather gruesome scene by another attendee who was working security, Detective McManus. And this man is, let's just say he's a bit distracted because his wife is imminently due. She was supposed to have her baby about a week ago, but his wife is always late is his trouble. And she is literally living up to that right now. And they have gone to this crime scene and made a few revelations, and also gotten disgusted by maybe some of the living people almost as much as they were by what happened in the apartment. To summarize, they got to the place. They found out that there was a detective in a car who someone had punched through the window, knocked him unconscious, stripped him of everything he had, and threw him into his own trunk. There was a red sports car there, who it might be known to some of them who drives such a red sports car, and they may have tried to cover up a little evidence that that person was even there at the scene. They met an ambulance driver who was briefly possibly considered to be the person who had done something bad upstairs. because he had blood all over him and he was in the crime scene, but it turned out he was just pursuing a lead that was given to him by his other job, which is cleaning up crime scenes after people like Peter Van Cushing go through and kill werewolves and monsters. So he was absolved, and they took the unconscious man away to the hospital. And when they went inside, they found the scene of a rather gruesome suicide, which in and of itself was bad. Lights burned out, all kinds of odd things happening. And then they realized that something else had been there. Maybe more than one thing that were supernatural. Some of them know this, some of them don't. Belle made an acquaintance of an old man that was living down a couple of floors, and quickly found out that not only is he an old man with a dog named Biggles, yes, he has a dog named Biggles who's a good boy, but he is also a serial peeping Tom who has cameras in every single person's apartment in the entire building, and was spying on them and actually managed to get a recording of what really happened in during the suicide. There were physical and other traces that there was something else there, and they could kind of tell on the camera that something else was going on. There was blood everywhere, blood spread all over the place. This young woman killed herself, but it was not a natural, normal, calm suicide. It was violent, it was horrifying, and they're now down in this apartment talking to this man who now they're all disgusted by. And that pretty much brings us back to where we were. Buck is standing there looking at you all, wondering if you're going to try and turn him into the cops. And we are going to transfer over to the correct scene here. I will get us back to the crime scene, if it will let me activate the crime scene. All right, you're back here, and we will throw, because we have some chats to read. I will read these off really quickly. Unless, do you want to read any of these? No, Chrysanth.
Are any of the...
They're not puns. I can just read them off if you'd like.
I'm going to butcher what the horror host said.
I'm going to do it too then. Okay. Maselda is a double smoked Polish sausage that includes garlic in its seasoning. It is eaten at weddings, giving its name of wedding sausage. Thank you, the horror host, for the sausage fact to start us off right before the people got to talking about the bloody suicide scene. Cajun Corey sent in 20 to say a booster seat. A boost for Chrysanth. So this little token that I put next to her here is a boost, which means now in this scene, she can actually apply a +2 to any of her rolls, which is pretty good. That's a pretty good thing to have. It will go away eventually, but it's very useful.
Yes.
And before we go any farther, I will describe two more things to you. You will see these little tokens, and I'll let Moss pan over to them. There are aspects over here for the scene.
Oh, these.
Yes. So there's an aspect of chilling air, another one that's death has walked here, crime scene, and sodium halos to describe all the lights. Anytime they find that they want to try and aspect or use one of these aspects, they can spend a fate point, and they can actually invoke it and say, hey, the sodium halos are making it really hard for people to see. There's a lot of shadows and things. I could be stealthier. Or death has walked here, so the veil is thinner. We can invoke those whenever. So we'll go ahead and just keep those in mind. But I'm going to let you guys decide what to do when I tell you the next thing that goes on.
Okay. Before we get going, do you want to let everybody know what the super chat menu is?
Yes, I will go over the super chat menu again. Thank you, boss. So $20 will get you a boost. And this boost needs to be used by the end of basically their next turn. Since we're doing this kind of a little loosey, we may end up doing the end of the scene. We'll see how this works out. $50, a person gets a free invoke. Basically, they can just call out, I'm going to use my free invoke on that person, and we'll look at their aspects, and we can just say, oh yeah, it's because they're lame or because they're distracted. And it basically is another way to, they can hit anything on any person, and they can actually even apply it to somebody else's role. So you can basically influence the story that way. If the bar fills up, everybody has a refresh, and that tells how many fate tokens they get back. if everybody's low on fate, if the bar fills up, we will refill all our fate tokens, and that's really, really critically important because they'll be using these a lot. And speaking of that, I'm going to also be giving you each another one of these because y'all dressed up.
Yay!
Thanks.
Thank you, boss.
you
Such a
got the
benevolent
wisdom.
GM.
I'm so nice. You guys are all gonna die. So
Yay.
while you're standing here looking at, I mean, your characters are gonna die. While you're all standing here, Kyle was out in the hallway. He did not watch the video. He did not witness what happened.
Yep.
You, Belle, hear a rather haunting voice upstairs that you think is trying to say a word. It's really loud, and it's a whispery word, but it is amplified like you couldn't believe. And it turns into a wailing scream that gets dragged away, Doppler effect wise, going over your heads, which you know is not possible because there's nowhere else to go over there. That part of the building doesn't have an apartment,
Oh,
and it came from upstairs.
and no one else heard that?
No.
Okay. Professor, I think there's something going on up there. And she's
Right
gonna
now.
turn to Buck and say, "You stay here. I'll deal with you later."
He just holds his hands up, and the newspaper that was rolled up under his arm falls to the floor. And Biggles just kind of looks at it and just looks back at you and licks his chops. He's not moving. He's just kind of looking at you like.
Would you say Biggles was a Chihuahua?
He is kind of a
Old.
Chihuahua, but he looks old.
Yeah.
He's
Like the
probably,
eyes are about to pop out of his head and everything.
Yeah, he's like 12, 13. You're not sure. He's an old little Chihuahua. He's just sitting there kind of like.
Whiskers.
No, Professor and Mr. Constantine, something is going on upstairs now.
I'll just immediately without
Yeah.
even a second
Yeah.
thought.
And Winkleman, they come running out of the apartment all of a sudden, heading back upstairs, which is not where you were all going. You thought you were leaving.
I thought we were leaving. Where are you guys going?
I heard something.
I look at pornography and then you just head upstairs together.
Don't worry, Winkleman. Just stay right there.
His old power at porno does not count. And as I make my way upstairs, I'll pull my pistol out of my waistband and just have it at low ready.
Okay. And you guys know that the crime scene people, the detectives, everybody else has left. And they did seal the building, or they sealed the room. So the door has the seal on it and the piece of tape across it.
Okay. Can I tell which
Kinda
direction
slowly follow them.
the voice was?
It was in that apartment.
Oh dear. They just sealed that. Can someone go and get the lovely gentleman whose wife is
Hey, Mr. Criminal. I'll give
Yeah,
you a nice
McManus.
point if you just
Lieutenant McManus.
don't care.
It will bring too much attention to the scene. Is the door locked or is it just like
Sealed.
taped off?
There's
The door
yeah.
is shut and sealed, but
Yeah.
you don't remember if they even locked it because you're not sure that they actually had your keys or what they did. But it's definitely sealed.
Okay. I'll try to. When you say sealed, what do you mean?
They took a like an 8x11 sticker that goes
Yeah,
in the
it goes
crick of the
across-
doorway.
okay.
goes
and they
across
just-
the threshold so that
So it's not like
if you
keeping the
open-
door shut. It's
no,
just
if
like,
you
hey, don't
open
come
the
in here.
door, the seal breaks.
yeah,
So they
it'll
know that
be
somebody
like,
was at the
hey,
crime scene since they left.
exactly.
I could find another one, and I'll just open the door.
All right, the paper rips very easily, and you're in the apartment. The piece of tape that was loosely put across the door by a very bored Detective Chase did not stop you either, and you're back in the little kitchen galley area of the apartment.
okay, and I'm going to assume that the voice came from her bedroom.
Yes.
Okay.
Mayweather, we're here.
So I'm gonna just run in there
Okay.
and see if I can sense anything off.
All right. Who else is doing what? Well, she's hurrying past you. Well, she's waddling past you.
Waddling. She's a little dumpy.
Hurrying as fast as she can go.
Is it pretty cold in here?
It is relatively cold. The whole place, there's no heat on. And generally, they don't keep the heat on when they're processing a scene like this for hours, so it's cold.
Okay. I don't know if this would be worth invoking any of the aspects of the surroundings, but either chilling air or death has walked here. Maybe I just want to see if can I see my breath in here?
You don't even have to invoke that. You can definitely see your breath in here.
Is it cold enough that I would think that it would be natural that I could see my breath?
No, not that cold. You couldn't see your breath outside.
It's not cold in here for me to be seeing breath. What is going on?
It is very cold in here. So anyone who is following her is going to notice that it's getting colder as you go into that room.
Okay.
I'm
So
gonna
can
stick
I
close
use
to Mayweather.
focus? Can I use focus to see if I can feel what's off, or is it plainly obvious?
It is not plainly obvious, but you can make a focus roll, and this will take you a little bit of time of just thinking and going. If you want to use your boost on it, you can have a +2. If you don't want to use your boost on it, you can just roll normally and see where you're at. You can use the boost technically after the roll too, if you want.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use that after the roll, depending on how I do.
Okay. Oh boy.
I won't need it.
You will
Wow.
not need it because that is an extraordinary success. So you are going to, in addition to the boost you already have, this is going to create another boost for you because you feel the sense that this cold is coming from that wall behind the mirror where that creature was facing,
Mhm.
and all the other things seem to have emanated from. And in addition to that, because you have this boost just waiting for you, you can hear. Please just roll your intellect once. I'm not certain. I think she'd be able to tell what this is.
All right.
Oh
Hey!
yeah,
Hmm.
she's clued into this.
Fire
You
tonight.
can hear the report of gunfire. Like, not like, pow in the street somewhere. You can hear like actually automatic gunfire going off in the distance somewhere through that wall.
So behind it was a dresser with a mirror, right?
Yes, where there's no other apartment.
Okay. It's like, I'm just going to be staring at the mirror and just, boys, something there. There's gunfire, and whatever's wrong in here is emanating from there.
Which to two of you sounds like she's lost her mind.
I hear nothing.
Have you stepped in the room?
Winkleman is still in the stairwell,
Aldrin, I said I'm
not going
close to her.
back into the apartment, but looking out for anybody else that's kind of in the area to kind of secure the scene.
Okay. We got world's #1 Chrysanth for $20. A little dumpy, a little boost. Look at that. She's getting all the booster seats tonight. She's gonna have all the points.
I'm going to need more pillows.
So you are looking around. There's nobody here, and once you guys walked away, you can tell down there that Buck closed and locked his door. But you also know he has freaking cameras everywhere in this building, so he's probably watching every move you're making anyway. Likely,
Well, not-
and recording it.
Well, not
But-
here.
Not in this room.
Yeah. Some of the cameras went out.
Some
But
of the
they were
cameras
only
went out.
cameras. There
But
were only
you're not in
cameras
that room.
In that room, in that apartment, right? There weren't
There-
cameras in other apartments that went out.
There are these are the only ones that went out, correct?
Yep. Okay.
But you think the one in the you didn't pan over, but the one in the bathroom technically still works. Unfortunately for anybody in the bathroom. So has anybody else gone into that room?
I'd probably be in there.
Okay, so it is super, super cold. And once she points out that there is automatic gunfire, you can hear it in the distance as well. And Peter, are you in the kitchen still? Have you gone in that room?
I'm with Bellwether, or Mayweather.
Okay, so you're in the bedroom too, where the horrifyingly bloody mattress and walls and everything are seated. Okay, all right. You're you're in there. And Winkleman, where are you standing right now? Are you still looking at the
Just outside the door.
Okay,
where
so you
before you would have breached the threshold into the
Yep.
apartment.
So you're still in the stairwell. That's why I was saying, he could definitely see you. Okay. All right. So you guys, you three in the room, I need you guys to, we're going to be doing a little overcome roll here. I'm going to be rolling, if I can get this to roll. I'm going to be rolling. I'm just going to use a generic character here to roll, and this will be Guile, but it won't be Guile. It's a simple roll, so it is going to be a +2 right now. So you guys are hit by an overwhelming feeling of just absolute dread coming out of this wall, but it's mainly has to do with the fact that none of this makes any sense, even though most of you are keyed in. So what you need to do is tell me how you're going to deal with the fact that what's going on is going on there. You feel bone-chilling cold pouring out of this wall and the gunfire behind it, and you can overcome this roll with whatever approach you want to try. And
Okay.
focus won't necessarily work. You could try it, but you're going to be at a minus because it takes a while. And this is kind of more of a quicker judgment. But you can try focus. It just will be at a minus.
So
I think. Oh, go ahead.
Gunfire and Mortal Dread is just a Tuesday for the Van Cushing family, so he's just going to weather it like he always does. I'm just going to use Force.
Good. You did it. You have weathered it. You have overcome.
I think Constantine will he'll try to use guile to sort of fast talk himself into like some sort of a explanation that doesn't really make sense but makes more sense than what he thinks it actually is.
Yeah, probably the TV is on the other side and somebody likes their apartment cold and it's seeping through, right? Right. Guile yourself into that. You did it. You got the you just basically needed to meet it.
Okay, and Belle is probably going to use intellect to just kind of think her way through it.
Okay.
And just it was recent, so it's probably gone. It might not be back for a while, so this is probably just the dregs of whatever spell this woman did.
Because there was chanting going on in here and horrible things are
And
happening.
I'm going to use my boost.
All right. So if you want to click on the +2, we'll snap one of the boosts off of there. There you go. You have overcome it with no problem. And so there is an overwhelming feeling of dread, but all of you seem to deal with it pretty well. Now, Winkleman.
Yes.
You hear or feel, rather, I don't know if you have your phone on vibrate or if you have your phone like audible.
Probably have it on vibrate.
Okay. Your phone vibrates in your pocket.
I'll answer it.
And
Hello?
you open it, and all you hear on the other side of the line is one syllable, and that syllable is N. And it sounds like they're saying no, and they are cut off. And you look at the number, and it just says 0000. Which is strange. Yeah, because normally you get a phone number.
Yeah. These phones don't seem to be working as well as they used to. I should probably get a new one. Put it back in my pocket.
Your phone goes bloop, and you, as you're closing it, you see that your battery is basically at 3%, which you're pretty sure you charged it because you always say you have to have your phone charged because you need to be able to contact people.
I definitely know I charged that. That seems odd.
And if any of the others are carrying phones, you also hear your phones make a that unpleasant, low battery sound. You're muted.
Moss.
Ow.
Could have sworn I just charged this thing a piece of
Your
crap
microphone,
Chinese.
huh?
It's no good.
You can inspect the mirror closer.
These phones aren't made like they used to.
All right.
I might actually go and pull out a charging cord out of my other pocket because I'm that prepared, and go and try and charge my phone in her apartment.
Okay. You step in and you hear them all crowding in the other room, and you try an outlet, nothing. You try an outlet, nothing. But there's light in the room where they're at, but there's also light in the bathroom.
I'll go in the bathroom.
Okay. There is a plug, in fact, in the bathroom.
Yep. I'll plug it in and see if it charges.
It says it's charging. It's not moving, but it may take a little while
Okay.
because it's not a quick charger. You went up to the mirror. I think that was you were doing that, Peter?
Yes, I'm inspecting
Okay.
the mirror.
So you've gone up to the mirror. It is coated with frost and ice.
That's significant.
Yes, it is. You're thinking immediately, like, is this some sort of poltergeist? Is it a? Your mind is aflutter with things, and I'm going to tempt you with a fate point here because touching that thing and getting a read on it seems like a very good idea.
Mm-hmm.
If you would like the fate point, or you could choose to spend a fate point and say no.
No, I'm going to touch it because that was what I intended to do.
All right. No.
Yes.
You touch it. It is colder than you expected, almost to the point where the moisture on your fingers makes it impossible to pull your fingers away. But you do. You're just okay. That's unusual. Oh my god. Wilson the Unauthorized Biography of Tom Hanks. I asked my cat who should get this boost, and she bit me. Chrysanth it is. Oops, I have too many.
I don't know what that means.
Bit me.
Yeah, well,
I know what that means. I know I'm annoying.
You coated the mirror with yourself. No, low T rude eye. No. So, he touched that, and he pulls his fingers back, and he's kind of looking at them a little concerned because he lost a little bit of skin. And the lights in the apartment just go boom. It is pitch black, like astoundingly pitch black. And
Lights go out in the bathroom too.
lights have gone out everywhere. Yes.
Even out in the street, the sodium halos have gone out in the street.
You can't see or hear anything right now. And in fact, when everything comes to you guys, the lights come back on. It is super cold, and that gunfire is super loud. Like almost like you're in the middle of the gunfire itself.
It's like I'm in old country.
So
Let's
I'm
get out of
gonna
here.
remove a couple things. Yeah, no, this is home. All right, we're gonna plop
I
all
hit the
this in
deck
here.
And
So you can move your
crawl out the
characters and
door.
stuff around. I copied you all over here, but everything got moved around. So
It's not insane, Constantine. I believe we
Now-
are in old country.
you are outside in a forest. It is cold, like super, super cold. There is a very unusual looking house with a strange arch leading down into a dark valley filled with who knows what, but it looks like more cold. This is not where you were standing. It is shocking. It is mind-numbingly cold. But I will notice, or have you guys notice, normally when I do these and we have like long campaigns, when I put the aspects of the scenes, I often hide them. Like I'll put them like on things so people can't find them as easily. I'm not doing that to you guys. So you don't have to look around. Most of the time I'm going to make them relatively obvious. Now, what you see is a scene that not only is strange because of the giving the building and everything, but I gotta fix my monitor here quickly, otherwise it's gonna try and shut off. There we go. It's trying to optimize, which means 10 minutes of no monitor. You see this building is surrounded by a ever-replenishing group of undead warriors that keep rising from the ground once they're killed, being shot at by equally fantastical, impossible, implausible creatures that are wearing their version of tactical gear, high-end tactical gear, and using what looks like maybe Kalashnikovs and other rifles, fighting these undead, tried to push them back. And I will share with you some art, and then we'll put some of them on the screen here. So we'll share these. There are many warriors rising from the ground, most of them with different kinds of blades in their hands. Roman, Viking, Teutonic, Slavic, and they keep rising and getting knocked to the ground by automatic gunfire and keep rising from the ground once again. But shooting at them is a task force of no less than probably, you're guessing, 3-4 dozen of these little guys.
Oh yeah.
And they are goblins in full tactical gear with plate carriers, magazines. They are going crazy shooting at these things. Now you guys are somewhat near the house. You're inside the ring of the dead creatures. And that's when you notice the person who is standing right next to Winkleman. And he is watching this all standing in the deep snow. Just kind of waiting, watching, and he just looks down at you, Winkleman. He gives you a little bit of a nod of his head, says, "Don't worry, they'll get tired of this soon."
You can't do anything about this? They're killing each other. Whatever the heck they are.
He just says, "Death can't find this place. It's fine. They'll get tired."
Are we in Chernobyl?
And at that point, a round flies forward and hits you, Kyle.
Oh,
Right through the shoulder, and it hurts, and then it heals over. But you're left with a very bloody wound in your shoulder, and you're like, what in the heck? You're like, oh man, there should have been cavitation there. Oh, it didn't hit the bone.
what?
Well, then who are you and what's happening here?
How did that wound? How did that
And,
heal?
He looks over at the rest of you, and he gives a very actual formal bow to Belle, witch, and he looks over at Constantine. I'm assuming you still have your pistol.
Yeah.
And he gives you kind of a narrow-eyed little look, like, you're not sure what it means. And then he just kind of offhand says to you, Cushing, "I am Koshe, the Deathless. This is my home."
You are Koshe. This is poppycock. I do not believe this is nothing but fairy tale.
He takes his thumbnail and he does this and rakes it down the black flesh of his arm, and you see blood start to come out, and then it turns to dust and it closes.
I have acquired many substances that invoke such visions. I do
What
not.
kind of drugs did you give us, Constantine?
I give you nothing. You have not bought anything.
I didn't say I bought
Sell
it.
these people.
And the firefight is continuing, and you see one of the goblins get skewered and picked up like Highlander style, like Kurgan picking one of the things up. This guy with a greatsword picks up the goblin who's wriggling, and he just throws him off to the side and just mindlessly keeps moving forward. And the goblin is laying there. All of a sudden, he just gets up. He goes, "Ha!" and runs back over, and he just starts throwing grenades at them now.
It's but game for them. Right.
Winkleman definitely takes cover. He's,
Okay.
Might I be able to think back to what sort of tales grandmother might have told me about Koshe the Deathless, and see if
Yes.
maybe I can suss out what he wants or why we're here?
Yeah, would you want to use well, which approach would you want to use to do that?
That would probably be more of an intellect.
Okay.
In my own rationale.
Go for it.
Hey, it's good.
That is good. You succeeded, and you have a couple of stories that you remember. One was that Cochet would often kidnap brides before their weddings, and the person who was going to marry them would have to rescue them. And if the man rescued them, then they would have a blessed marriage. If not, yeah. And the other part of Cochet that you remember is that he cannot die because he hid his manner of death. Depending on the story, it's inside a cave, inside a rock, inside a chicken, inside an egg, inside the chicken, and it's things inside the things inside of things where the needle is hidden that can kill him.
It's a needle in an egg.
Wait a minute. And I look around. Is Eric around?
He is not.
Wait. You are, what, stealing bride or something?
He looks at you. He kind of turns his head. He just kind of sniffs. And then he says, today, no.
Tell us
What?
what you want, old man.
Yes.
And I'll point my pistol at him, not realizing that it'll...
Oh dear. Count. Oh no. I'm gonna gently reach out to his wrist and just push the gun so that it's not directed, and then I'm going to very, very deeply curtsy and incline my head and say, "Sir Cochet, do you know why or how we were brought here? It was the mirror. There was a young girl who was doing things she definitely shouldn't have been, but suddenly we are here in your domain, sir."
And he looks and he points down through that arch. And you see there is a vast wood down there, kind of hiding in the fog, the cold fog. But it looks like there's warm light in the distance away from this. And it is a dark, black, twisted wood. It does not look like a welcoming place. As he says, he took her there. That's the forest of suicides. This is the path. These idiots are trying to slow down my forces who think that they're following, but they're just wasting time and making it loud.
Seems
He?
like more Ghost of Christmas Future.
Who is this
Cochet.
he?
He looks and he says, Bob.
Bob.
Who is
Red
Robert?
Back to all the people that I know named Bob.
He just
Is-
says, red hood, marble shoes.
Would I know of a Slavic fairy tale about
No, but we've heard
Bob?
that description earlier tonight. Marble shoes, you say?
Yes. You do not recognize anything from fairy tales, but yeah, it definitely sounds like the person who is facing away from what happened and may have scratched the
through the
stairs at
Had
some
these
point.
Scratchy boots.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Yes, it's Bob, but it's B-H-O-B. Bob.
Bob.
Okay. Belle is just going to turn to everyone except for the professor because she assumes that he is very learned and just say, "Be on your best behavior, gentlemen. As courteous as if you are in your mother's home."
Wiggleman will straighten up his clothes a little bit and say, "I'm always on my best behavior."
You, sir, don't watch that mouth of yours.
And
Really
everybody
not my mouth that gets me in trouble, it's my fingers.
needs to make an overcome roll because you guys have been standing here in the middle of this firefight against a great difficulty. It's +4 because it is so bone-chillingly cold. Like the life is being sucked out of you while you stand here.
What'd you say? Force roll?
No, it's it's an
overcome.
overcome roll at +4. You have to hit at least a +4 to succeed at this.
I, however, am just going to use force.
Do it. just gonna
Yeah.
tank it.
That's not good.
So you could use a fate point to re-roll,
Okay. We're gonna
and
do
you
that.
can click the re-roll button. That'll do it for you. Oh, Mr. Winkleman, that's not a good roll.
Oh, alright, we're gonna try.
Use a fate token, reroll. That's
I
better. So I could spend another fate token for +2.
You could technically, yes.
That's much better.
used a focus.
All right. So focus. Did you use a? How many fate did you use there to roll, Mr. Peter? Just one.
Just one.
All right. We'll get rid of one. Boop.
So here's what I would like to do.
Okay.
I would like to see if I might invoke. There was a firefight to say that there maybe some of the goblins' grenades might have started a fire. And I would like to move a little bit closer to those to see if I can get a bonus on my roll.
Yeah. If you spend your fate point for that, and you can actually add for this, since they also have an aspect that's going to apply, you're going to be able to add a +3 to this.
Hey,
Because one of their aspects, I will put it in the chat for chat because it's a fun one, is
Yeah.
trigger discipline is for pixies.
Yep.
all right. And then would it be feasible for me to use guile on this as I just kind of like try to dodge in between everybody to get close to one of these fires?
Yeah, that would work.
Okay, and you said so I would get a +4 to this. Oh, and I'm gonna need it. Or you say
You're good.
+3.
It was +3, but that's more than you needed. So you've
Awesome.
succeeded with style. So not only have you done that, but we're gonna throw a boost at you here because
Nice.
you basically are like, this place isn't so difficult. Mythical
was
Wonderland,
cool, though.
whatever.
It's like old country.
In fact, you are next to a burning, what looked like it was part of a wagon, and part of one of the supports is started on fire, and it would make a wonderful torch, a nice warm torch, in fact.
Ooh, actually, I might pry this off. Try to pry it off the wagon.
It snaps off pretty easily since it's on fire, and everything else is around it is kind of loosened. So yeah, now you have a nice big piece of carved wood that's happily on fire in your hand.
How convenient.
Oh, it's
Kyle, who is very
Mr. Bushy,
cold, is going
so
to move towards
kindly
Constantine.
informed us. Death cannot find this place. It's mind over matter, Constantine.
So, Mr. Winkleman, you did not make this roll eventually, or did you finally? What did you end up? Oh, you got a fair.
+2 was fair.
All right. So what this means is you can do one of two things here. You can mark off 2 boxes of stress, or we could give you a very minor aspect of chilled.
I'll do the 2 stress.
All right, so just check 2 of those boxes of stress. And yeah, Koshe is literally still just standing there in the snow, and it looks like his skin is just frostbitten. I mean, that his skin looks dark enough and dusky enough that every inch of his body is numb to everything. Which technically would reveal one of his aspects to you. One of his aspects is a heart of ice. If you find that useful at any point. But he has given you the direction, and the firefight is thinning out because now that you've seen a number of these goblins, some of them are running out of ammo, and they are running off into the woods. And as soon as the firefight basically turns against them because they're running out of ammo and the waves are endless of these defenders, they start booking it because they also have another little issue when they get overwhelmed. That is, they have a mob mentality, but they also have a thing called dwindling numbers.
Yeah, sounds
So-
like goblins.
Yeah. So they basically, while they're all together, they're really great. When they start losing members and their mob mentality stops dropping, they're just like, flee, and you literally hear them yelling out, flee, and running, leaving
It is bassist
basically.
around here.
There is brass everywhere in the snow,
Green
and
little
explosions, everything.
Go
yeah.
ahead, sorry.
No, I was gonna say, and it seems like it's starting to calm down, but you still hear firing from their guns while they're running away, and the rounds aren't coming your way, so you don't know if they're just firing randomly in the air. Well, they just seem to have not cared. They're just firing their guns willy-nilly now.
Mm-hmm.
At this point, I would, I assume we're probably beginning our path down towards the nasty, twisted woods. I'll look over at Belle and just be like, Miss Belle, you are more in tune with these things like this. What is nature of this place? Where are we?
We're in the
Oh.
Never Never, aren't we?
Are we in a kill?
Probably the Never Never, but should I make a roll to know?
Yeah, make a whatever approach you want to try to do this with.
Okay.
To know for certain, you're going to have to hit a high number, but to know in general, it will be much lower.
Okay. Okay.
I'll roll 2.
Yeah, she's gonna sit and
Do it.
think about it and focus.
Oh, wow.
Oh, dang.
All right.
There you go.
Either of you adding anything to that, or leaving it the +4 and a +5?
No, it was kind of an offhand thing, so I'll just leave it at +5.
Okay.
I will apply a boost to mine.
All right.
Because you said it had to be a high number.
Yep. All right. So, Peter, you know that this is probably tangential to the Never Never. You know that some powerful creatures have their own way of influencing pockets, and this could be one, but you've obviously never been here. Belle, you feel this place is... It's more than just in the Never Never. It is remote because he said death cannot find this place, which means it's extra special. But that gate down there definitely goes into another place in the Never Never that feels very powerful. It almost feels like there's a the only warmth you can feel is coming from that direction, from this distance.
Okay. It's like so, and I'll just explain all of that to Mr. Constantine, and I'll explain it very, very slowly, and just
Speak
say,
English, just not as good as you. You can speak normal speed.
"Oh no, I just need to impress upon you, dear, in just how deep into the pooper we are."
There's no need to be crass.
I know.
Why are you
tried to
messing with the
clean it.
rectal cavity? I mean, that's just not right.
No, don't start, Winkleman.
And you
Let me
you
put it
noticed-
this way, Constantine. Those fairy tales your grandmother used to tell you about goblins and so forth, we are in one.
Is it
We're in a
possible
fairy
in
tale?
Yes,
it's-
Winkleman, we're in a fairy tale. This
Is
is a
this where
massive
dead
leap.
people go?
You see the hole in his shirt and the blood on it? Now, if you guys have not noticed before, he has what looks like a rifle round went through his shoulder.
No, I noticed, but death cannot find us here.
I remember my first beer.
Oh,
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
so
I like it.
So is
Belle's
this
going to
real?
actually pull apart the hole and just check, just to make sure if this is a place death can't find us.
Yep, there's a scar there, a very tiny one. It
Okay.
healed up.
I'm
Yeah,
going
this
to
is
go
good.
around to
Really
his back
abnormal.
and see if there's an exit
Mhm.
scar. Okay.
And a hole in the back of his shirt too.
Okay, well that's good. It didn't it's not still in there. That's fine. But here there is no death.
Here,
Beyond that gate.
That's a good thing.
here, Winkleman.
What?
where he took her.
So how would this help to treat cancer patients?
Oh dear. No, you don't
No.
you don't
I do not
abandon that
suggest
thought.
bringing them here.
This isn't actually happening, Winkleman. It's all a dream.
Okay, a dream. I understand that. I knocked my head on the sink when I dove down. I'm still laying on the floor in the bathroom. Got
Yes.
it.
Terrible fall. Terrible fall.
The bodies have all started to basically fall back into the ground and be pulled back under the snow.
Goblins leave anything behind?
The goblins left ammo pouches, magazines, guns. Some of them had bows and arrows, crossbows, a pouch of grenades. There is spent brass everywhere.
Okay. I'm gonna grab a Kalashnikov.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and get. How many magazines do I get?
How many can you carry?
I'm
Because
gonna
one of the
take
things the
3.
goblins have is guns with a Z, and they basically, when they check it, they just have a lot.
They're space goblins.
They
will,
have
Gotta get
a
the
lot.
shooters.
I
Okay,
will
no, I'm
also
gonna get-
grab the Kalashnikov.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'll throw him one. I'm gonna gather up 3 magazines if I can get enough ammo to fill all of them. And
The
one in
magazines
with
aren't
them.
even empty. They were just dropping them out of their
Call of
pouches.
Duty
Some of them
style.
were, some
Are
of
they
them were
magic?
like they took 2 shots, dumped the mag, threw another one in.
I see. So they shot one, the skeleton fell down, and then they just automatically changed magazines.
Exactly. So they don't care. They are basically like, yeah, and that's goblins for you.
Wow.
Tactical
No.
goblins.
You ever
Oh,
shot a rifle before, Winkleman?
Well, once it was just target practice, but it's been a long time, and I don't think I could ever kill anything.
You've never been driven to the brink, have you?
Just in case.
Never
What do you mean,
having
driven to
need.
the brink.
I'm also gonna grab one of those
You've
crossbows.
never had need to
Hmm.
kill. You only have need to save. Sometimes
right.
there comes time to kill.
I'm
Life
assuming
is
that
precious.
there's a quarrel of bolts.
Yeah, there's a quarrel about this crossbow. Interestingly enough, is not modern. This is an old crossbow. It has been around for quite a while, and the bolts are cold iron.
Mm-hmm.
They were ready to take on something of Fey origin, obviously.
Yeah, anything else? Anything silver, perhaps?
Nothing silver. Though while they're all rooting around and stuff, you feel right behind you, Belle, the presence of Cochet.
Oh.
He's easily about 7 feet tall, even though he's standing in the snow. And he just kind of leans down while looking at them, and he whispers to you, and it is just chillingly cold. Like, it's cold. And he just says to you, we should have tea sometime.
oh, I think that would be lovely. I have a special blend that I make, sir.
Oh, and he turns and he looks down at you, and he's got pretty dark, creepy looking eyes because he's a very, well, creepy looking person. And he just does this for you and holds out his hand, and he just makes a gesture.
Oh, she will reach into her purse and take out another little mesh bag of chamomile buds and some lavender buds and just say, oh, this is a special blend that I have here.
And you take it, and he looks quizzically at you as what he was intending was completely different than what you did. And he takes the tea bag, and he looks down, and he just takes the palm of your hand, and he kisses it. And
Oh,
it is cold. It feels like someone just stuck an icicle into your hand. And then he says, return when you can. And he takes the tea bag and possessively puts it into his robe.
oh, we will do our best.
And
He
he
took-
looks over at the rest of them. He's like, you don't need to bring them.
It will make them feel better. But it will
It's kind of a disgusted.
it will take the loudness away from your home though.
And it is serenely peaceful here, just the snow falling. It's beautiful.
Okay, boys, are we ready to move? And she's decidedly not taking a gun because she does not know how to use one.
Very quick 10-second montage of us just like stuffing our belts full of magazines, pulling back the charging the charging handle. We are ready to go.
Winkleman's like, click, click, mag falls out.
Aw.
The bullets are in it, right? No.
Supposed to go in
No,
rifle.
you rock
goes
it
in the
in
rifle.
Winkleman like this. See, there's a hook on the end of the magazine. It goes into the receiver, and you rock
Okay.
it.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I. Aw, crap. Did it again.
Oh,
I followed the steps precisely. I always follow the steps precisely. I read the
alright.
manual.
It's better to familiarize yourself now than try and fire it and it falls out.
And I'm going to give you a fate point if you stop there and go through the entire sequence of doing it all the way from doing it to the end again.
Yep. Oh yeah. He goes through the whole sequence of going and checking over the gun, locking, checking it in, slamming it, trying to drop, and it drops out. Okay. I got it this time.
oh
Up,
dear.
in, slam. Ah, yeah.
No,
It's
don't.
ready.
It's a Kalashnikov. You don't slam it. You rock it in.
Oh, you lock it.
You're gonna hear a nice little click.
Dr.
Click.
Winkleman, the rifle is your friend. It's more about feel than it is about procedure. It's your friend.
What? My friend? This is a foreign concept to me. I don't understand what you're talking about. Friend.
You will learn.
Magic fingers.
Once time comes to kill, you will learn how friendly rifle is.
Okay.
While
And he'll
you're
start pointing it at everybody.
Oh, great.
Not that friendly. No, he's
It won't matter here, but later it might. Belle, you see a few wisps in the air, almost like wind has caught snowflakes, pushing shapes through that arch. And you realize after a few seconds that those aren't just snowflakes; those are ethereal beings or wisps going through, heading down into that forest that she mentioned.
Oh,
Going
boys,
past you.
I think we need to move.
Okay.
yes.
Could be wrong.
You said the
But-
forest was really dark, right?
The forest is very dark, except at the very center, there's a bit of a glow. And that seems to be where that weird heat is coming from.
It's okay. I have torch.
Yeah,
Would you-
I'm going to
Burning
fashion 3 more torches, much like Melnick has.
Okay. You pull some more parts of the wagon apart. Cochet is just standing there on the stoop, just watching you dismantle the wagon. It's probably his, but it doesn't seem to really care.
Yeah, I'll probably try. Winkleman will probably try and make a torch as well, but he'll also want to get a knife of some kind, or a sword that was dropped.
There are definitely knives. There are no swords, but there are definitely combat knives. They're all very like the huge Rambo / crocodile hunter type knives, completely oversized for the goblins, but
Yeah, he'll stick one of those, kind of strapped in the back, Crocodile Dundee style, except for without
Nice.
a holster.
yep.
So it'll
his-
probably fall out halfway down the trail.
His belt that he got at Walmart. No, what the hell, my belt. All right. Is there
Take it
anything else you
down.
guys want to do
Take it
here around Cochet's place?
Belle will just also scoop up a knife, and then if we're all leaving, she's just going to turn and curtsy again very deeply and just say thank you for allowing us to be here. And
Also, I intended, Peter will also bow to him and go, Mr. Cochet, we thank you for your patience and your hospitality.
yes, she's going to gently usher Constantine to also bow, and then she's just going to swat at Kyle's arm to get him.
Yeah, Kyle will do one of those kind of salutes towards him and say, "Thanks for the dream."
Does Constantine bow or does he not?
Constantine will he'll bow, but kind of overzealously, not necessarily in a reverent form, just almost sarcastically, and just be like, "It was a pleasure finally meeting you after hearing so much about you from my senile grandmother."
The word senile grandmother. You see the first smile. You see through the kind of the coal black skin, the crack in the bone white of his teeth. Just.
I guess I'll just immediately turn around and start heading toward the dark, deathly forest.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yay! Dark Deathly Forest it is. All right.
Doesn't seem like the right way to go in a dream, but Okay, guys.
Always downward.
Oh, there is
Always
light.
downward.
I feel like Dante. We are descending into Inferno.
It's just a catabasis. It's fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. All right.
Yeah, he had a very nice guide through that inferno, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. All right. Let's put you guys back on here. I'll let you guys move all your stuff around because sometimes it doesn't copy them properly.
Do not
Now-
worry, I will be your guide.
This place, when you get to the bottom, is uncomfortably warm. Like the opposite of the other place. Swampy, fetid, gross. And
it's so much better.
This isn't the Black Goat
You-
of the Woods, is it?
no.
Okay.
But when you get down here, you're greeted by more of those wispy things in the air as you're making your way into what seems to be the main area. There are bodies, parts of bodies, long decayed bodies, pieces of bodies hanging in trees everywhere. And soon as you're walking through the woods and snapping twigs and stepping over branches and whatnot, you realize that some of the things you've been snapping and breaking have been bones. And there are more and more bones as you get closer in this swampy ground. And pretty soon, when you come around a way to this clearing, there are goblins, not in tactical gear, but they are walking around with wheelbarrows, and they are carting the bones around, putting them into piles, and they are sorting them out. And you see a table with them of some of the goblins that kind of look at you as you're walking in there. They have these wooden, look like butcher tables, and some of them are snapping the end off the bones, chopping them both, the hollow bones, putting them down and going, and blowing the marrow out of them and collecting it. It is hideous. But the thing that takes your attention away from that is the great oven that is sitting behind them and the great grinding stones that the goblins are walking on. They have a walking apparatus where they are turning these massive grist mills, grinding the bones,
To make bread.
mixing them with the marrow and the blood, and creating loaves of bread. And they are making bread in this oven. And that's when you see the old woman sitting in the chair, kind of on a little pile of bones and sticks, just watching them all rocking back and forth. Next to her, you see a figure who is whispering to her, who looks like this. Wearing these white slabs of marble that are lashed onto his feet with iron spikes on the bottom. Looks like they would be incredibly difficult to walk on, but he seems to be doing it somehow. And the woman in the chair with milky white eyes sniffs the air as you are walking down into this area, turns, and then kind of looks at you all with her little eyes and goes, and just crooks a finger at you specifically. Yes, you, Constantine.
Well, the Mr. Winkleman. Oh no, not Winkleman.
Yeah? What?
No, not
The
you.
best- The best
no,
bones we get the marrow out of are the larger bones. You want to make sure you get your femurs and your...
Dr. Van Cushing, well, what is going on? Why is she summoning me?
I
Could
don't
go-
know.
Could go find out. But again,
I'm relying on you for this because I know not of anything that is going on right now, and I'm starting to get a little bit scared.
just
Just and stay calm, and just like Mr. Cochet, be on your best behavior
yes,
and
politeness.
agree to nothing.
I will.
Yes.
I will bow very deeply and begin like very tiny little steps, like scraping my feet across the ground, making my way up to the old woman.
And
Okay.
accept no food.
I'm not. I don't think I want to eat anything that comes down to anywhere near this place.
Even if it looks good.
And as you get close, the the short goblin in the red hood with the marble shoes. He turns. He has his thumbs hooked in his belt. And you can see he's got 6 fingers on each hand.
6-fingered man.
But
If a bitch killed my father.
yeah, he's just got his fingers hooked in his belt, and he looks at you, and he kind of gives you a look like this, and then kind of spits off to the side. Gives you kind of a long-suffering look,
Why are we here?
and he just says something to the old, maybe blind woman, and you catch the last word of it, brat, which means, well, brother.
What is this? What is meaning of this? What do you know of brother? Why you refer to me as brother?
And the old woman, as soon as he says that, she looks at him and then looks and goes and takes another sniff and just looks at you and screams out a very offensive word and a string of other things in old. You're
Slavic.
guessing an old version of Slavic that you don't quite get, but the gist of the end of it is the word suka. You're like, who is what?
You remind me of my father. I will not stand for this.
Oh.
I thought it was your brother.
And Bob,
Easy,
as soon as you
Melnick.
say it won't stand for that, Bob's just like, and he just starts kind of clomping away in his shoes, trying to go down the pile of bones.
Hold on. You will give us answers now. Who are you and why are we here? Why are you
He
referring
turns
to me
around
as
and he
brother?
just is like, ah.
You wait. You know something of Sophia?
And he turns and he says, ah. And he just does this. Blackbird? And he just points over that way, way off in the distance.
Oh,
Just kind of generally.
I look back and say, you can come with me or not. I'm going. And I'll
Oh.
start walking in the direction that he pointed.
And you hear the old lady kind of shift in her little chair. She's just squeak, 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 squeak. And you are walking, and you're walking straight towards her again. You see him go boonk, and pop over there.
What do we see?
You basically see him storming away, and he just goes winks out of existence and then winks back into existence, but he's walking towards her, and she didn't move a muscle. She's just looking at him, and she just looks over, and she just crooks her bony little finger at you again,
At me again? Still?
and looks at you and says, "Moja brat," which you know means little brother.
I think you should go towards her. I mean, if we're gonna respect her and all.
You
I will-
are starting to, you're like putting it all together in your head. You're like, if this is and you, Constantine, are like, yeah, this is probably the witch, the Yaga, the Baba.
Baba Yaga. I will approach.
You could make a roll if you want to know anything from stories. If anybody wants to know
Yes.
anything specific or things you've heard in legends about her, feel free.
I will make intellect.
So,
Wow!
Hey!
Oh wow!
I remember
It's been
you.
told many stories.
I
That
know
is
you.
impressive. Anyone else?
I will try to see if I can just think deep and try to. Come on, give me something. Nope,
yeah.
I don't remember.
You're just a little like,
I vaguely
you-
think.
you can technically succeed with a little bit of a setback. We can give you a minor setback of just you feeling a bit unfocused at the moment because you are you're so like deep into trying to remember things that you're not exactly paying attention fully to what's going on. Or you could just not succeed. It's up to you.
I'll just not succeed.
Okay. And Mr. Winkleman, are you gonna search your brain for anything, or you're just like, yeah, bones?
I'm thinking about how bones could be made into bread, and how the marrow could be sucked out, and the vitamin qualities in marrow. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Oh yeah, this is probably pretty
Because
healthy.
there is nutritional things in bones. So
All the
makes
bone
sense.
nutritions. All right.
Can
All
we
right.
piece information together given our environment.
Look at you people. So you know that she is definitely representing the Baba Yaga of the myths. If this is really her, probably incredibly dangerous to be around her. That there are rules within rules. She is not Fae in this version of things I'm doing. She is something else, but she has rules, and everything is dominated by rules. And if you can figure out what the rules are, you won't hopefully transgress any of them. When it comes to Cochet, she doesn't really have any relation to him specifically, but they're evidently close. And that when she is here, technically you guys are going to find out with those rolls that with her, she has a couple of aspects. You're going to know there's one of them called the Harvester of Sorrow. And the most important thing you're going to learn from that with the fives is that she has a heart of fire. Now, what you're going to get with that 6 is you're going to understand her trouble, which is much more telling. Her trouble is unending hunger.
Mhm.
And the fact that her unending hunger has a very specific way to be sated is people who have ended their own lives are hers. And she uses them, their souls, their bodies, their blood, whatever evidently her people bring her in this forest of suicides to make her bread, to sate her hunger. And it is the only thing that can sate her hunger. Nothing else will do it. So it is in her best interest that people keep doing these sort of things, which in and of itself is horrifying. And that means that every single person here that they are pulling apart and using has done that.
Mhm.
And there are mountains of bones.
You are hungry. Yes?
And she gives you a smile with her scary little teeth
Rotted.
and a very gangrenous mouth. I almost had you once.
Perhaps.
I've
Isn't that
almost
it?
had all of you. And anyone who wants to, please make me a roll to notice something in this area. You can use whatever approach you would like. And don't forget, a couple of you have boosts. You can use fate points to reroll. When you get a really horrible roll, that's the best time to use a fate point to reroll if you're gonna do it.
I'm gonna go ahead and use my boost to get a 3. Yeah, to
Okay.
get a 3.
All right, so we got a 3 for Constantine, and we got a 4 for Belle. Kyle has a 3. Peter has a 2. Everybody good with those?
No.
Oh, I forgot. There was one other thing I was going to do here because I forgot. This was for your interest in nothing but bones, Kyle.
Oh, and there was a Streamlabs donation.
Oh, there was.
Yes.
All
Oh
right.
boy.
I will go take a peek at it here. Let's see. Girth E. Hogg. Wow. $20. This is the worst adaptation of Shaving Ryan's Privates I've ever seen. My cousin Mort wouldn't stand for this sham. Have you seen my girlfriend? I'm a Cummings anywhere in this place. Benefit to Dave.
Wow.
Dave.
Sweet.
Such thoughtful insights.
Dave's got a boost. The words,
sense,
they're just
yeah.
flowing. It's like poetry. It's poetic. So those of you who got 2s and 3s, you notice that there are, in addition to all these things that are going on with the goblins, there are those ethereal things floating around that are probably remnants of the essence or spirit of people who have done what they've done.
Will-o'-the-wisp.
Yes. Now, Belle, you're making the most startling and most disturbing revelation of anyone, is that hut up above looked like it has ruffling feathers in the wind. Like the whole thing is ruffling feathers. Oh, perfect music change. You looking closer, notice those aren't feathers. Those are pieces of paper. Every single one of those is a suicide note. And her house is festooned with them, almost like the feathers of a large bird. There must be millions of them.
Oh dear. Oh no. Oh no. She's just
What?
those. There's so many up there.
Notes?
Yeah.
Paper? Birds?
The papers, they're what people write before. And she's not even going to be
They
able
Minecraft
to say.
themselves?
I don't know what that means, Kyle. What's Minecraft?
This game that my nephew plays.
Yeah. I learned about it in my PEDS rotation.
Well, yes, before they do the unthinkable, if they write something.
Yeah.
What was the name of
Well,
the
then
murder
we should
victim?
get those to their family.
What was the name of the murder victim?
You guys could go look if you would like to. I mean, you guys know her. I don't know if you guys remember what her name was.
I personally don't.
Yeah, I do not remember her name.
It was Jessica.
I don't as a player.
Jessica. Okay. I'm gonna do. I suppose you make it plainly
Yeah.
obvious to everybody that these are notes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go and look for something, but it's not gonna be for Jessica's.
Okay. Go ahead and look.
I'll go look for notes and just read what people are saying
Okay.
from a purely intellectual standpoint.
Oh, Kyle, have some respect.
I'm gonna use haste on this one.
Okay. Just quickly searching and looking. And what are you doing anything
Hey.
specific, Kevin or Kyle, that you're trying to accomplish? Oh no.
I'm gonna use focus. And
That didn't work out
not
well.
really focus.
There's a lot of notes, man.
It's
There's a lot of
difficult
notes.
to get through them.
And I'm just like, wow.
Wow.
So many notes, and they say all these weird. Some of these are written in foreign languages. I don't even understand what they're saying. Who could
Now,
have that problem?
I am going to tempt two of you at once here. I'm going to give you a fate point, Kyle, if you will start trying to kind of figure out a better system that she could be using.
Oh no.
Yes, definitely trying to sort them out in a better, more organized fashion
No
to be able to
organization.
put release the men and the women in different piles, the kids and the people from different countries and
Yep.
organization styles. You need to get the file cabinet system really going.
Dewey Decimal. And Belle, I'm going to tempt you. You can pay a fate point to turn this off if you don't want to. Everything has its place, and these are not in the place they should be. They are not organized properly. It is chaos. It is horrifying chaos. It is people's lives reduced to just little scraps of paper on a wall, and you think they probably should be memorialized properly and put somewhere. But this is Baba Yaga. So, would you like the fate point to start going to doing that, or would you like to spend a fate point to stop yourself?
Ooh. I feel like the survival instinct would kick in at this point, and I will give you the fate point.
All right, we're gonna nuke one of those out of there.
I want to
Because-
forced to stop, Winkleman. Can I do that?
You can, in fact, try to attempt to stop. You guys can make an overcome roll if you want to try and stop him from doing this. And then Mr. Winkleman, you can try and resist however you want. He's trying to stop you from starting to take these things down to reorganize Baba Yaga's wall decorations, which are a lot of bloody notes and things.
Kyle.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna use my flare.
Okay, trying to skip out of the way.
Wow.
Oh, you're
Oh,
one
wow.
shift short.
Permission to do that, Winkleman?
You could spend
Nah.
a fate point and add +2. You could use your boost and add +2 and succeed and keep doing it, or you could
Yeah,
let him
you know what?
succeed.
I will use the boost because
Okay.
somebody paid for it, and this is fun.
All right. So he avoids you. However he does it, I'm not sure how his flare manifests itself.
Yes, as he tries to get in my way, I just kind of spin around him and start piling things up, and then I spin back away. And as he keeps trying to grab me, I just either duck under or, yeah.
Okay. You get your hands on the notes.
I use my magic fingers to put everything in a good pile.
And yeah, he starts taking these down and starts trying to find like, okay, I need all the beige ones. And he's starting to do that. Nobody else has responded, but you hear a weird noise, which is that the gristmill has stopped. So that constant grinding has stopped. And you hear one of the goblins in this silence just go very nervously way down below. And you hear then you think it's the snap of fingers, and Winkleman is not standing there right now. He is now standing in front of Baba Yaga with, a bunch of papers in his hands, and she is looking at him and says, "You are a naughty little boy. You didn't ask." And the papers go out of your hands, kind of like birds, and they all start flying back up to the house and start reattaching themselves where they're supposed to be, kind of fluttering in place.
Where they're supposed to be, you need an organizational system. You need to boost your productivity here. We need to make a plan.
This is not a thing you want to boost productivity for.
We gotta automate the system. Oh my gosh, you people! And you see Bob. He has come back up on the pile of bones. He's kind of laying there, kind of like a kid would, laying on the pile of bones with his stomach on it, just like this, with his head there,
behind him.
kind of just looking up at this whole thing. And he's looking at you, and he winks at you, Winkleman.
Yeah.
And she says, "Hold out your hand."
Which one? My left one or my right one?
Your right one. Knuckles up.
Okay. Okay.
And she grabs your hand in a vice-like grip,
Ah!
and she smells and says, "Just a nibble," and bites off the end of your little pinky finger. And you are like, "Ah! What the hell?" And she is just happily doing this, like, and she, after she does that, she does this and just goes and spits the bone out, and it goes tick, 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 down the pile to the ground, and she's just licking her lips. And you are now missing the end of your pinky finger.
I'm gonna come up behind
no!
Winkleman. I'm gonna grab him by the arm. I'm gonna hold his pinky up so he can see it, and he can only look at it and I go, "I said best behavior."
I thought I was helping.
Didn't ask
Apparently-
if you could help, did you?
I'm not. I'll take a bandage out of my pocket and wrap my finger up.
Okay, it's not the cleanest bite.
No, actually, and you probably
Yeah.
worry about disease.
Does this look infected to you?
Even if you had antiseptic, you should probably still worry about it.
Don't get in, betadine. And Bob is just kind of looking at you, and he holds up his hand, and you can see he's missing the pinky finger. He's missing the end of this finger, and he's missing the end of this finger. And he's only got these 2 full fingers. The other 3 are missing digits. He's just like, ah. He just puts his hand back down.
Well, he's been had to told a couple of times.
Hopefully, you only need to be told once, young man.
Oh, okay.
And
Mother?
he turns and looks back, and she turns and looks back at Constantine.
I am just like kind of furtively still looking through these notes to see if I can find the name Sophia.
You did not find it.
I demand to know the meaning of this.
And you come back down to her seat to
Yeah.
talk to her? Okay. You hop on down the stairs, come back over. I demand. And
Well, Nick. Hospitable.
Oh, Constantine.
He points.
My
He, points
apologies.
he gestures to Winkleman.
My apologies,
Holds up his hand.
Mistress Baba Yaga. I apologize for my insolence. Please, if you would enlighten me as to what the purpose is here and why you acknowledge me as brother. This has to do with sister?
she nods and she taps her finger on her head. Smart boy.
Where is she?
She leans back and crosses her little fingers, little hands over her slightly protruding little belly, and says, "She." And she just kind of gestures the same direction that Bob pointed. That way.
Why is it that we show up and there is Crochet who steals wives from husbands who have to then save them, and now we run into you, who
I
feeds
tell
on the
you-
bones of those who have ended their lives? What? There is pattern here, then I am not seeing it.
I tell you story. Sit.
Is share?
And the bones go- make small cupped chairs for each of you out of the ground.
Gross.
Sit down.
And then she gestures over to Bob. Bob gets up, kind of clunking around, and goes over and grabs something. It looks like a satchel. And he comes over and holds it open to each of you. And she says, "Cookie?" And he's got his back to her. He's holding it open to you all. He's nodding. He's looking at you all going,
Yeah.
and just shaking his head, "No."
I have lost my appetite.
And he
I-
kind of quickly goes past, like he's taking the offering plate past people who never put money in anyway, and then goes off and sets the bag down, and then kind of does this.
So, about his shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make some kind of roll to figure out what's the deal with that? If I maybe
Yes.
have heard something or I would know something.
After watching him for a bit, you might figure something out. And
Just
whatever
try focus.
approach you want. Yeah, that makes sense. Cookies, yay! No, don't roam right around me.
No, that's not good enough.
Do you want to add a
Surprised
plus
that
2?
wouldn't
Do you want
work
to
to eat the cookies.
bend fate and re-roll it? What do you think?
I think I want to try a reroll. I'll spend a
Okay.
fate point.
Do it. We'll smack that down. Boom.
Oh, whoops. I don't need to do it from my sheet.
Nope, you can just click the little circly, spinny, whatever thing. Hey, there you go.
Guess that's better.
Better. Yeah, you didn't get the 2 minuses. Way better.
Not really what I want, though.
So you succeeded. And from what you can understand, given the way he's walking and doing things, is that it is some sort of punishment? Because they must be obscenely heavy. And they are probably slowing him down significantly. and the lashes and the bits of iron and whatnot on him are probably not very pleasant to him.
What the cold iron? He's a fae, isn't he? Goblins are fae.
He technically could be considered a fae, so it's probably causing him a lot of discomfort.
It's meant to anchor him or ground him somehow.
Mm-hmm. So he may have some other powers and things that he no longer has access to because things. So she says, "Okay, no cookies." Looks over at Constantine and says, "One day, little blackbird comes to me. Sweet little blackbird, singing sweetly, telling me things. Preening, beautiful blackbird. Comes to me, wants to learn, wants to do things, wants to bless her marriage. We enlist Cochet to spirit her away so husband can come and rescue her, bless marriage. You follow me?"
So far.
Yes, but this Suka, this little,
Old tradition.
she steals something from me. From me! She's tapping herself on the chest.
She
She's
stole your heart?
not who she is. She is deceiver. She is not following rules. And Bob just raises up a finger that still has the end point, and she looks at him and goes, "She follows rules. She made exception I did not see. She's very crafty. She looks stupid. Very smart. Very smart. So, she brings me gift." And just looks over. There's a fresh skull sitting there that's got blood on it. And Mr. Winkman, make me whatever roll to figure something out, please. Since you are a doctor and you are trained in anthropology. Forensic anthropology, specifically.
I hope he has an enormous intellect.
He does.
Eldritch Gore.
Looking over, you see this freshly bloodied skull that's been cleaned. It has the same characteristics if you were to put flesh and bone and skin back on it. This is probably the skull of that young woman.
Jessica.
Mm-hmm.
So you ate her flesh?
She will be bred. But
Okay.
your blackbird, she brought her to me as gift. Take something she's not supposed to take.
Was it a trade?
No. She was to learn something. She took whole book. Need my recipe book back.
It's a cookbook. It's a
Well,
cookbook.
how can you make bread without the recipe?
I make bread from memory. This is a different book.
Oh no.
You want us to
Jakes?
find Sophia and grab book back and bring it back to you.
Yes. What do you want? We make a deal?
A deal for what?
A
Seems
deal.
like even
Going out
trade.
of this place.
We get Sophia back and her marriage can continue. Our business and our lives can continue on as they should have in the first place. And you get your precious book back.
And she just smiles and says, "You just want Suka? You have Suka. Bring book back."
I need nothing from you, as you give nothing but monkey's paw, as it were.
And looks at the rest of you.
Is that a bargain?
No.
Okay.
We would have your promise. In addition to Sutka, all of the rest of our lives, we may leave here.
And you see Bob over there. He's still got the one finger up. He holds the second finger up, just kind of out of her sight. And she says, "Fine. You live.
Oh, I
Your
don't
little
like that.
live.
Marriage will be blessed as part of original deal.
That
Yes?
is crochet.
So regardless, I do not understand the dynamics of this deal.
So what is the Heart of Fire?
I thought we weren't supposed to make a deal.
You say that out loud?
You aren't supposed to make a deal.
You do not.
Yes, I say that out loud.
Okay. And that, you see Bob just go. And he wiggles his fingers and then puts his hand back down.
Do we all see this?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, you can see him. The only one who can is Baba Yaga.
I'll just kind of like look over at whoever's sitting next to me, either Van Cushing or Bell, and just be like,
Yeah, that makes me
What is-
very, very apprehensive about this.
"What is Goblin doing? Is he counting down or counting up? I don't understand."
You have learned
He's trying
his
to clue us
trouble
in.
by paying
the
attention
rules.
to this.
He
Yes,
can't
there
talk,
are
Penny.
two things here that you're losing or you're figuring out is one's his high concept is that
He's
You
a
missed-
PR goblin.
misanthropic
PR
PR
goblin.
goblin.
I
For her.
suppose he works for the Baba Yaga.
Exactly. Yes, he is. But the second thing you've learned is his trouble. People are awful, and I love them for it. And the third thing you've learned about him
Makes sense considering he was employed by.
So, but through all of this, you can tell that he seemed to be making sure that when you were going through and talking about stuff, that you were not violating rules that she may or may not have told you about.
She would not tell us about.
Correct.
He's trying to
Yes.
clue us in. Which, can I infer from the points at which he did make those gestures what these rules may be?
You can, in fact, and I won't make you roll for it because realistically, she requires you guys to say a few things. Basically, she requires politeness and she requires deference and she requires everybody to have spoken.
In which case, there's somebody that hasn't spoken.
Yeah. And
I'll just snap my fingers at
yeah.
Mayweather.
Oh, I just wanted to compliment you on your lovely home and your wondrous hospitality.
What?
And you see Bob just kind of then wiggles his pinky finger and he turns back around and he just says, "Sure you don't want a cookie?"
Oh no, I ate so much before I came here.
And you see, after you speak, she looks down at you, Bella, and says, "Yeah, you let the fool kiss you. Ah, he's taken with you. You will have tea with him."
Oh.
You let another man kiss you tonight? Wow.
Kyle,
I don't recall Buck kissing her.
I don't recall him not kissing her.
And she just says, kind of leans in and says, "He is looking for an apprentice."
oh, well, I would be flattered, but I'm not sure I have the right abilities for that.
Yeah. She just looks at you, looks you up and down. He is lonely.
Yeah, I guess you
Did
would have
strike
the
me
right
that way.
abilities.
You did strike me that way, yes.
So, she then takes her hand and just wiggles her fingers and says, "We have come to agreement."
Look at the rest of everybody. and just kind of shrug like.
This is a bad idea. She knows in her heart that this is a bad idea, but she is not smart enough to try to outfox
Frost.
an old man with a beard.
I'm
What?
just what? She's just an old lady sitting on a pile of bones, just making a deal. What do you want from her?
She's going
I
to
feel like I need 10 minutes to think.
she's going to kind of
You do not want to make
Till-
deals with these things.
yeah, kind of just nudge Constantine and say, it is never a good idea to make deals with anything on this side. But if we are in trouble, I do have contacts that may be able to help, but they may not be willing to help if we are locked in a deal.
Well, I
Oh, thank you for the
Oh.
raid, heretical nerd.
Hey!
Hey, thank you very much. Sweet.
Yay!
I'll look over at Belle and I'll just give her a nod and I'll look back at the Baba Yaga and just be like, that is no deal. It's simple transaction. We find Suka and get your book, bring it back, and we leave. A simple
And,
order of business is no deal.
I will, I'm just going to let you know as Constantine, Suka basically means slut.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I know.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
it's a very non-complimentary word.
The only reason he's not saying anything is because this is Baba Yaga.
Yeah, there you go. Good idea. Okay. Just wanted to make sure that you knew that as your character. So she smiles and you see her pick a little bit of flesh, like fresh flesh out of her tooth, and she just kind of flicks it away. It's part of probably his finger. Since that will not sate her hunger, she just wanted to do it. And she then waves her hand and says, "Go, bring my book."
Stand up, straighten out my vest.
Did you miss our promise?
Bring back book. Perhaps in some day future I see you again. He just kind of smiles, looking around at all the bones.
Why do I fear that to be true?
Just
And,
think happy thoughts and you will be fine.
Oh, is that how that works? Wow.
Yes.
Happy thoughts?
Lie to
You
yourself.
got dust?
Lie to
You ever get
yourself
to die?
constantly.
Oh,
Nice.
Constantly lie to yourself and you will never be back here.
And she says, Bob, takes them. Make them walk the right path. Otherwise, they wander until they kill themselves, which I like, but I want a book. Go. Bob's just like, he starts clomping along in his shoes.
wait, if we accidentally kill ourselves, does that still count as the...
And
No.
here, yes.
Oh dear, he's thinking. And you, as you're walking down the path, you can see a couple of beings aimlessly wandering around out here. They're kind of almost making circles around one another. The goblin, just his gun is kind of dragging in the mud. He has no magazines left, and he's just walking slowly. And this skeleton is following him with its blade raised, but it can't catch him. And they look like they have been just moving through here at the super, super slow, confused pace, weaving out of trees, the slowest, most dejected chase you've ever seen. This perplexed goblin and the dissociated skeleton are just wandering through this forest of suicides, kind of like going in amongst the trees as you guys are passing. And Bob just looks over. He's like, eh. And then you leave
That
them
work with
behind.
skeletons.
It's dissociated.
Associated skeleton. And you see other figures moving in amongst the trees here and there. It looks like goblins with wheelbarrows and baskets, almost like they're harvesting fruit from trees. Coming back to her with bones, parts of people.
I don't want to know what that fruit is.
It's pretty horrifying.
Strange fruit.
Exactly. It's disgusting. And it smells horrible. But after a while, once you're well out of the range of the warmth, Bob turns and looks at you, and he just says, she can't hear me right now, but I like pissing her off.
I've noticed.
She's kind of a bitch, but
Suka.
she pays well.
She does? Like how much? How much could I get for the hospital?
Much gold.
Gold? That's expensive.
But worth it. All I have to do is bring people who make stupid decisions to her. Easy work.
Stupid decision.
Might
Did
be an
Sophia make?
interesting thing in the hospital. There's people that make stupid decisions all the time.
Or Jessica.
He looks, really?
Kyle.
Oh. Sorry. Distracted
Okay,
with
fine.
trying to add another wing to the hospital, save people's lives.
That was earlier with the dinner, sweetie.
Wrong kind of dinner. Wrong kind of banquet. These are expensive plates. They're
You
totally
don't
different
want
expense.
this type of philanthropy. Trust
No,
me.
you don't.
Well,
So,
you
What
we're
stupid
going-
decision did Jessica make?
trusted someone, it sounds like.
you facilitate a deal between Sophia and Jessica and this Baba Yaga.
Sort of. I take her when she made the decision. She wasn't going to, but then she was convinced, and she did, and then decided she didn't want to.
Who convinced her?
Doesn't
You?
end well. He looks. He just looks and he points at his face. Really?
I do not know. You are the first of your kind of me to have seen. Everything was fairy tale before today.
No.
You're telling me this is a whole dream. I'm still laying on the floor in somebody's bathroom. I mean, this isn't even real.
We got a $20 super chat from Wilson, the unauthorized biography of Tom Hanks for the new hospital wing. Boom.
Love it.
Awesome.
So, he turns and he just looks, and he says what he says kind of
She hasn't been yelling at me.
pisses you
He's
off.
like, I'm not
a
yelling at
little
no Zaku.
bit. Pisses you off a little bit, Constantine, because he says it. He just says, no, your sister did. She convinced her.
Mm-hmm.
She would never do such a thing. You take that back.
Yeah, she's a witch, like her.
Exactly
What,
like her.
you mean the casting of spells and things?
And you know that she and Eric have been dabbling in things like, oh, we're going to do a thing that makes our lovemaking last longer. You know, we're going to take some herbs from the kitchen witch that we got and stuff like that.
I thought he was having problem with erection and she make potion or something. No, she dabbling with.
Well, she did. It's an actual potion. Not home remedy.
And I'm giving you a fate point for that because willingly just like, nope, my sister would never do that.
There's a fine line between, alchemy and apothecary.
The little blue spell.
Wow.
Wow.
Wouldn't it be
I
the
like
little
it.
blue potion?
Just a little tincture.
Bob just turns and looks at you again. And he's like, believe what you want, whatever. And he starts trudging through the mud a little bit farther. He's like, oh, by the way, we're coming up to, we go through the Clockwork City, but we don't want to go through the Clockwork City. We want to, we'll cut through. It's a maze of black rock, and there's a hole breaking through. Something came through. I won't tell you what it was. Large dragon. But we go through.
You weren't going to tell us.
Oh. Yeah. Well, I should probably not tell you about the Clockwork Nuns. But just if you see them, don't make them mad and don't get them on your tail because they don't give up.
Yeah,
what are
but
they?
I don't even know what is going on here. You're talking about all.
What if they do?
Dragons, nuns. What kind of weird place is this?
Man, we're just passing through there. Just don't do anything stupid and we won't have problems before we get to the hill.
He looks at
all right.
Winkleman.
The hill?
Okay, I'm gonna nudge Kyle into the middle of the group. So that,
What
She
is
just
this?
keeps pushing me around. I mean,
Hold on.
it's just
You read horoscopes sometimes. He's different.
Bob, you tell me, what is this? What is this hill you talk about? Where are you taking us? It's
Let's-
cavalry or cavalry?
How I explain this to you? You know, place where you do something important.
There are plenty
Yes.
of places. There is church altar. There is.
the OR.
Yeah, altar, old altar. Yes.
Interesting.
Which?
The operation. No,
Mhm.
Ugh.
surgical.
Hmm?
Bob, what interest did Sophia have in this book?
Recipe book?
Yes, what recipe was she interested in?
How do you think Baba is so old?
Naturally.
I thought that maybe it was part of her being.
Thought it would be unnaturally. That's why I used the book.
It takes time. She's very good at what she does. That's why she has this place.
Oh.
Sophia wants to be like that? Like Baba Yaga?
She's powerful.
Powerful and also disgusting. Feeds on suicide bones.
Power can be a very powerful narcotic.
And he just kind of raises his hands as we all have a hobby.
She's beauty queen. I do not believe this. She must have been tricked or something.
She could be tricked. I didn't think of that. I could kick her, and he holds up his foot kind of off the ground with his big metal iron spikes on the bottom of the
Hold my
marble
ro-
thing.
I'll hold the Kalishnikov up to his head. You will do no such thing.
Okay, I won't kick her. He's like,
Oh.
look, broken wall. And you do see in the distance the green, unpleasant witch light of some place.
Well, can I get
And
two
what's
and
that?
two together and infer something from cold iron?
Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, it might also be that he's just being weird.
Well, I mean, yeah, he has heavy shoes, but
You're cutting through what looks to be a massive section of maze where something huge just ran through it. Like it was paper mache walls crashing through. It looks like it goes that way a long ways and that way a long ways towards the city. And there is a clear-cut path going right through here that you guys are treading upon. Now, I am going to be tempting one of you. I
like the
don't know
little
why
birds
that's
that are, the little ravens that are flying
Yeah,
around.
little
Yeah.
ravens, little blackbirds everywhere.
I didn't know it was a thing here. That's cool.
There are definitely monsters everywhere, and this place feels like it is just rife with them. To you, Cushing, everything around here is monstery, so you want to get through here as fast as possible and get these people out with you. No diddly-dallying, no looking at anything. You don't want to take a peek at any of this stuff. Meanwhile, Kyle, this is fascinating.
we're going to be doing this. Are we
is
on
a
there?
maze. The inside of the walls have clockwork mechanisms and pipes and things running through that don't look like they should make any sense, but they're all ticking and working. Where they're broken, and you can see the ends of pipes and things, you can smell oil and ozone, and it leads directly to that city. So up to you if you want to take the fate point I'm going to give you and start looking at this, trying to figure out the rationale, the reasoning, the whatever it is of these workings. Or you could give me a fate point and say, no, I'm going to stay on task. It's up to you. What would you like to do? because it's very alluring. There's got to be some kind of a pattern. There's got to be some kind of a solution to this whole thing.
You know, I really want to take the time and look and figure this stuff out because that's what inquiring minds do.
Boom.
You son of a bitch.
And he starts looking.
Shit, Dave.
I'm gonna make an intellect roll.
I'm gonna make a force roll. I'm just gonna twist his arm behind his back and force him along.
Can I aid? Can I aid Van Cushing?
Yes, you can. He starts. Winkleman's like, oh, and he actually takes his stethoscope out and starts listening to the thing.
Not now. Not
And
here.
You guys start grabbing him and start hustling him along. Now, are you going to try and resist the movement? There's suddenly two sets of arms grabbing you and starting to strong arm you, like, go, 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 go.
Yeah, I'll let them drag me away. I won't
Okay.
resist.
So you.
But
are
I want
very-
to see. I want to see Constantine's roll.
Oh, for force?
See what he gets.
I was
Well,
this.
Isn't he aiding me?
Yeah,
He's
I was.
aiding,
I
so
was aiding.
basically,
Yeah.
give a-
So he's not
really
aiding
helps.
you.
No. So technically, if he's aiding, he could have been trying to create an advantage, and he could still create the advantage, but get a little setback. So if you want to still help and create it, I'll give you a minor setback.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. The minor setback is while you guys are moving him, your wonderful vest that you're wearing snags on one of the cogs that's exposed in the wall that's broken, that's trying to turn, and tears a tiny little piece off.
Tiny
no,
little
you-
piece off, or just tears his shirt completely open.
No shirt open.
Who's
But-
the button?
As soon as
No.
that happens, you hear the sound of something tearing through reality in front of you guys.
Oh, that's not good.
And this thing appears, and I will show it to you with
Oh.
a third eye,
Oh.
and it is standing in your
That's
pass,
Clockwork Man.
and it instantly sees you, Constantine, and just raises a finger, and you see a bolt of crackling electricity just shoot out of it instantaneously at you, and it is attacking you.
Am I allowed a roll to avoid it?
Yes, it is going to make a roll to attack you with intellect.
Can
Alright.
I assist because
opened
he's
the wrong
trying
thing.
to? They're trying to drag me as if seeing this come to try and roll more into him.
Yes, you can. Oh, sorry, this is actually flare technically.
Kind of push him out of
Um,
the way.
So what she's gonna do is she is operating at scale right now, which means she is at otherworldly scale, which she is going to have a +2. She's either going to have a +1 on this roll or a +2 after the roll is made. So she's going to take the +2 after she rolls to see what this does. So it's a good thing she did the +2 after. So that means she'll be at a +2. She'll have 2 shifts right now to hit you. So basically, you can make your defense.
And so
With-
I'm gonna roll force to move him aside.
So you're creating an advantage. So you'll create an advantage with the 2, which will give him a couple of free invokes if he needs them. So you're shoving him kind of out of the way of this. So make your roll.
Okay. And I'll just kind of try to like duck behind a nearby wall. Would you say that would that be more of a haste or a guile?
Probably haste. You could make the case for either. Guile might give you a minus, but haste won't definitely. But you're
Okay.
also going to get what I said, 2 free invokes because you've got momentum from him shoving you. So you could add technically up to +4 to this roll just by doing that. So you're
Ooh.
probably going to be fine unless you really mess this roll up.
Okay. Oh, let's do.
There you go. So right now you made it, which means she is going to technically succeed, but not with style or anything because you tied. So you
Okay.
could use one of those invokes.
I will use one of the invokes. Does that adds +2, correct?
It adds +2. which means that you're going to basically have dodged this thing. So now that we started this combat, this is the way combat works in here is she went first, she initiated it, she's choosing who goes next. And the person that goes next is Konstantin.
In that case, I will take the Kalishnikov.
No.
And I'm not knowing any better. Just by nature, just blast a couple of shots into her third eye.
Okay.
So, do I have some sort of is the surrounding? Are my surroundings affecting my aim at all thanks to this diabolical precision?
This place is mathematical, and you could use a fate point to give yourself a +2 because it's pretty much like everything is very specific distances. You can almost look like a grid while you're firing. And you could use that as a way to say, hey, I've totally mapped this out and I'm going to hit her blah, blah, blah right
I will
here.
I will use my guile and all of the numbers and equations will appear in front of my face.
Okay.
And then I will spend a fate point. You said spend a fate point to give myself +2?
You would spend a fate point for that. Yep.
Okay. Boop. Oh, is it going to let me do it? Boop. There we go. And +2.
That's a great shot. Now, her defense is going to be using her, let's see, what would she use? Her flare? We'll use her flare. And she is going to...
Is not heat-seeking missile.
Nope, she's going to use her flare and see what she gets on this roll. Not a good roll, but she gets +2 on flare rolls against humans for combat, which would make it a 3, which is not enough for her to avoid the damage. You still got 3, so you're going to succeed with style, which means you can decide what you want to do with that style. You want to hit her with a... she's going to take some shifts of damage. She'll take 3, but you could actually also invoke an aspect on her. You could say she is, you hit her in the third eye and you temporarily blinded her, or you stunned her or something. If you want to apply an aspect.
That was immediately what I was thinking. I'll hit her in her the uppermost eye and just temporarily blind her for however long.
And you do that, and you get to choose who goes next.
I would look at Van Cushing.
So you all hear the report of the Kalishnikov, and you see a round impact that third eye, and you see bits of brass shavings, and the bullet ricochet right off it, and her head snaps back, kind of almost at a 90-degree angle on her head, and it's slowly trying to right itself right now. Now, it's up to you what you want to try and do. You have a Kalishnikov. You could run. You could try and create an advantage for others by, laying down suppressive fire. It's up to you what you want to do.
Oh boy. I'm gonna yell at everybody. We need to run.
Can the bar do bad things? Oh, technically, if we wanted the normally it will give refresh. But you guys could do any of the things you guys are giving to us and the players. You could have me use against them as well. You could do rolls against the players. You could give me a +2 on something. I technically have an unlimited potential, but you guys could use the 20 or the 50 to introduce new elements, like more of them show up or they do something else. Or the place goes supernaturally dark suddenly. I don't know. Whatever you guys want to try.
Anything you desire.
Oh dear.
So what were you doing, Zachary?
I'm gonna tell everybody that we need to run. We need to move now.
Okay. So do you want to try and create an advantage, or do you want to just run and just go? Because you could try and overcome and just start leaving the combat area.
No, I want to try and create an advantage because I want everybody else to overcome and leave the combat area.
Okay. So leading them by basically showing them the quick way past her around through the rubble.
Yeah, or I could knock her over.
You could try that if you want to. It's create an advantage basically if you want to try and do that.
Okay, I'll try that.
Okay, and let me know just whatever approach you're using. You roll it like normal.
Force. I don't think that's gonna be good enough. I guess I want to re-roll that.
Okay,
Nice.
Oh, nice.
There we go.
very nice. Well, smirk. That is a very good roll. And she is going to try and resist with focus because she is just she's trying to pull herself back together already. And so, yeah, we'll see what she rolls.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
So you can succeed, but there will be a minor cost to you. Or
Okay.
you could spend another fate point and you could add +2 to yours.
I'm gonna spend another fate point.
Okay. So you spend another fate point, you add your +2, and you have smacked her aside, and her clockwork body slams into some of those gears and pins her arm briefly. And you get to choose who goes next. And I'm assuming you're just going to keep moving as you barreled through her.
Yeah, I'm gonna say we need to go. I guess Belle Mayweather goes next.
All right.
Okay.
Go, Belle, go.
Need to leave.
I am going to use my magical talent. And can I say that I used focus to have, for some reason, before all of this combat even happened, knock some rubble in such a way that it clears a path for us but hinders her?
In fact, yeah, what you did was when you guys were climbing through this rubble, you picked up the end of one of these pieces of pipe and set it off to the side, touching one of the gears. And it happens to be the exact gear that this nun smacked into, and that helps pin her to this wall. So that's your basic stunt, right?
Yeah, that's my basic.
So we'll spend a fate point, and you've activated that. Because of your precognition, you knew that she was going to slam into this, and she is now pinned. So that's going to give everybody an extra invoke because she is pinned now. And you get to choose who goes next. I'm assuming you're running as well?
Yes.
Okay.
And, well, I guess there's nothing else for it. Go, Kyle.
Kyle Winkleman.
I'm going to investigate the pipes around. No.
Dang.
I shoot Winkleman.
I help.
I help. Poor Winkleman. All he was trying to do is understand the universe.
I am
if they can't
going
find
to
bodies,
look
can't
for
prove it.
holes or traps in the ground as I move with haste and not fall into a trap
If you want,
created by a
one
rude
bit.
eye.
We'll be here.
There's a...
go ahead and make your roll to overcome. Basically, this overcome roll will allow you to move farther. So you succeeded.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna basically run
Use
past.
your intelligence to mathematically plot us a way out of here.
So you're running. You get to choose, Mr. Winkleman, who goes next in the next round. You can choose yourself if you want.
Well, I was questioning this. Is Bob in the round?
Bob is technically not in the round because he is doing his own thing. He is avoiding this thing studiously. You see him running through the rubble. He just booked it. As soon as the first shot went off, he's just like, gone.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's about to be a whole lot more of them.
In that case, I'm gonna choose Cushing to go next.
Okay. Cushing goes next. I can see the future. Chrysanth's
Oh, wait.
gonna nag me.
No.
Look, he rude eye.
You're right. I'm gonna do this better. I'm gonna have her go next.
Okay.
Because she's pinned and trapped, and that way she wastes hers while we all get our next turn.
Yep.
That's
And
better.
so she is going to attempt to extricate herself, but this is going to be quite a difficult roll for her because her force is rather low. And she has some serious minuses on this. So it is actually technically at -4. So she is at a -2 at the moment. So she has not made progress, but she is going to take a minor setback and halfway extricate herself. So she has a new little aspect. Okay, so she is only partially pinned now. And she is going to choose, let's see. She's going to choose Winkleman to go next.
Interesting. And Winkleman is going to, now that he's gotten further away, he is going to use his intellect to try and figure out this maze
Okay.
as best he can.
Well, you can see the way out, the way the dragon went, pretty clearly. And you're pretty sure that's the way you have to go through, since you guys aren't supposed to go into the maze.
Yeah.
But your understanding of the maze is deepening. You realize that this maze is not stationary. You see one of the walls switch position. It can't move because it's trying to move the part that's broken, but this maze can move itself into any shape it wants. It is alive.
But it seems like the place that the dragon kind of just bolted through is so broken that it doesn't move that.
Exactly. It can't do anything.
Okay.
And you make more progress. You are basically with Bob almost at the exit. You can choose who goes next.
Then I'm going to choose Cushing.
All right. Cushing goes next. And you know, Cushing, because you've heard of these things before, that they will respond if this one doesn't manage to deal with you soon. They usually do one riot, one ranger, because from what you've heard, these things can't really be destroyed by mortal means.
Mm-hmm. Oh, we need everybody else to start moving.
Everybody is running so far, yes.
Okay, including Constantine?
I believe Constantine, you have to, when Constantine's turn to come up, we'll see what he's doing. Are you just going to run, or do you want to do something else? Because she is technically half pinned still.
Yeah. I guess I'm going to run.
Okay. And you book it. And the last person of the round is going to be Constantine. So everybody started running. She got pinned.
Bell still has to go this round.
Oh, Bell didn't go this round? Oh, that's right. Bell didn't go this round. Oh, why did I move that then? Okay. So whichever person you want to have go next, Peter, Bell, or Constantine.
Melnick.
All right, Melnick, it's your turn. The Clockwork Nun is pinned partially. She's fighting to get free, but everybody else is running.
Yeah, if I see that she is stuck handily and still kind of like blinded a little bit, then I'll just kind of take off in the footsteps of Dr. Cushing.
Okay. And I'm guessing you're going to have Belle go next. Because she's the only one left.
Yep.
I'll look back. Is Bob booking it too?
He's
far ahead of us.
Everybody.
Yeah. Okay.
Even with his marble shoes, he is running very fast.
That is very surprising. How is he doing this?
You'd be surprised how fast he can move without those.
It's time to go.
What are you doing, Belle?
Oh, she's running.
Okay. Please make an overcome roll to see how fast you are.
Oh, do I need to do the same?
You do not. She is doing this because she spent time doing a little thing, and she was a little closer. She didn't make any significant movement out of the way there to do that.
Okay, so
However you want to do it. Haste, intellect. I mean, you could try to pick intellect to pick the best path. You could just do haste to try and run as fast as your little legs can carry you.
okay, I think
Whatever you want to try.
I think I'm gonna do intellect.
Okay.
Come on. There we go.
There you go. You managed to, because you've chosen the path that lets you slide down a bit of rubble here and there, you've actually almost caught up to Cushing. So that's good.
Okay. And
this is the end of the round. You can decide who goes next.
How was everyone so fast?
I will pick the nun to see if she tries to get out.
All right. We will see if she does, because she is trying a thing. She is focusing. That is good enough for her to get free. She disconnects her arm at the shoulder and basically pulls it through and then sticks it back on, and it reattaches itself, and she starts moving forward towards you. She doesn't get to make an overcome roll because she spent her turn doing that, but she is coming towards you all now, like coming to find you. She is going to let's see. Who's going next? She's going to say Belle is going next.
Okay. So, do I lose this running turn?
Up to you. The other team, if you run, you will be out. The other two are almost out right now.
Okay, then I'm gonna run.
Okay.
And
so you can do another overcome if you want to get past them and out, or you just want to meet them. Up to you.
I'll just meet them.
Okay, you don't need to make a roll, so you can go ahead and choose who is next.
Who's still back there, and would need to potentially do a thing.
Let's see, who is the farthest behind here technically?
Constantine?
Yeah, Constantine is the farthest behind.
Okay, do you want to go next to try to get ahead?
Yeah.
So if you make an overcome, you can try and book it using whatever makes most sense to you. If you succeed on this, you'll basically be able to make it to the exit as well.
Okay, so since everything in here is mathematical, I would like to try and use my guile to kind of predict how the walls will be shifting in order to navigate through.
Go for it. Very nice. And yeah, so you have met up with everybody out there. I think the person who's farthest back right now is Peter. Because I think everybody else is technically out there. So up to you to who wants to go next there, Mr. Constantine.
Just let Peter go.
Yes. How do I make Dave fall down a hole?
Well, gotta fill the bar.
Just give it time.
Gotta fill the bar. There should be a hole somewhere.
Yep. Yeah, Rudai, fill the bar.
Fill that bar. Yeah.
Well, everybody else is out, so I run.
So you don't have to do anything else. You get to the edge of this, and as soon as you're out into the field and you can see this hill out above you, the Clockwork Nun gets to the edge and literally just stops, resets, turns around, and heads back into the maze. And it was a good thing she didn't hit you with that lightning.
Yeah.
She gets an extra, if she actually hit you, and she had done it, it's got some aspects attached to it, and it can do an extra whole bunch of shifts of damage if it gets through.
I meant to ask you this before.
Yeah.
In session 0, not to divert too far away from this, I took like 3 points of heat.
Correct.
Is that still here? Do I still have that?
You technically, since we ended that session, you will not have the heat.
Okay. I know we're on a different plane of existence, but you never know. There could be, space
it's
cops or
possible.
whatever.
Space cops. All right, so we are going to.
I don't think the fairy cops are gonna care about your rep.
You never know.
You got a permit for that, son?
My reputation precedes me.
It does something. All right, so you guys are out looking at this hill. Massive stone, massive stone. And you can hear some strange chanting coming from the other side of it. There are blackbirds everywhere in the sky.
Does it sound like Sophia?
It in fact does, but the language is really old.
I'm just gonna take off in a dead sprint.
Okay.
Follow.
Sophia!
No, I'm winded. I can't keep up with them. I'm too old.
These are not running shoes. I went to a ball, not a.
Boom, you're old. You get a fate point for being old. Okay. And so, Chrysanth is first on the scene. The rest of you are cresting the hill, and you can see two things. And everybody will get to see the lovely picture of Sophia. You can see Sophia.
Sophia.
Take it easy. This is my sister.
Oh yeah.
For winding up, I'm gonna load and ready that crossbow.
You can also see your friend Eric.
Oh boy.
Eric!
Now,
What the hell?
you're seeing Sophia in a way that you probably haven't seen her before, most of you, and definitely you haven't seen her this way since you were little. Sophia is completely naked,
Ah!
but she is just absolutely drenched in blood, because it looks like there are a couple of deer on the ground next to her that have been felled. Like they literally were just standing there, and she cut their throats and collected the blood. Eric is laying on this stone. He's also naked, and she is on top of him. And the sounds that you're hearing are not only evidently lovemaking.
They are not married! No!
It is also, she has her hands raised over her with the knife in her hand, but it's pointing to the sky at the moment.
Don't look, Constantine. That's just wrong.
I don't. I do not know what to do. This is. Mel Cushing! Get up here!
You don't want that. I'm just gonna shoot her.
Are you guys going up to the top of the hill?
Do I see it?
You see this?
I
and
want
you see her
to try
with,
and cover
you know,
Constantine's eyes and be like, no, don't look, don't look.
No, Nick, Winkleman, stop her!
Stop her from what?
I'll-
She's having sex.
Tackle her.
The
She's
natural
opening
thing.
birth canal.
Yes, that's a
No.
good thing. That's good.
It's inside joke from session 1. That's fine.
Yes, it is. It's horrible. I like it. It's bad. I like it.
I'll rush over and just like, I guess try to like grab hold of her and pull her off, whatever.
Okay. Use whatever approach is going to work with you.
Probably haste isn't my best, but it makes the most sense.
All right. Haste it up, man.
Oh.
Nope.
Can I do a succeed with a minor setback?
You can succeed with a minor setback. Totally fine. So, you reach up and try to. Are you trying to tackle her off, grab her, pull her off? What are you trying to do?
I'm just gonna like I'm gonna try to grab her, like, by like one hand on her arm, the other on her opposite shoulder, and just like pull her off to the side.
Okay.
Like, pull her in and try to pull her off to the side.
Yeah, so he definitely grabs both breasts and pulls her back.
No, I do not touch. I cover my
None of this happened. No.
eyes are closed the entire time.
You reach up, you grab her arm, and you grab the opposite shoulder and pull her. So it has two effects. It does break the lovemaking. She turns and looks at you very confused because she has no idea that you were even there. And the knife tumbles from her hands and falls on top of the altar. And you both roll into the grass, falling down because she is slick with blood and you can't hold on to her. And grass is sticking to her, you know, feathers and fur and things on the ground are sticking to her and to you now. And she gets up and looks at you, and she's kind of almost like in a feral pose, and she just looks at you and says, "What are you doing?" And she looks at him and looks back at you and looks at all of them. And what do you guys want to do?
I want to
Grab that
run up
knife.
and check Eric for
Okay.
any that he doesn't have any cuts or anything on him, that he's still okay.
Yeah, he does have cuts on him, in fact.
And
Not all that blood was from the deer.
Then I would like to try and treat his wounds.
All right, go ahead. Are you going to try and do your medical treatment, or are you going to try and do your first aid for stress? Because he has not only does he have a lot of stress, he has a bleeding out condition at the moment.
Yeah, I would like to be able to use... So my medical care thing still says I need, like, medical equipment. Do I have sufficient medical equipment to do that?
You have stuff with you, but you can do it without the medical equipment, but you will be at a penalty. If you
Okay.
have to do it, you can do it. So you can use an approach. You can see what you roll, and you have a boost. You have fate dice.
Yeah, so I'm going to use my intellect to identify, again, the most vital organ or most vital cuts, and treat his injuries. And I'm going to use a boost on that to get a +5.
All right, you've got a +5. So a +4 would normally be what you needed, but you have succeeded at this, so you have staunched the bleeding. And you don't see any color return to his face or anything, but you can tell his heart has stopped pumping so erratically because he was low on blood. What is everyone else doing?
I'm gonna grab that knife.
All right. Make me an overcome roll with whatever approach you want to do when you grab this knife.
Useful. Oh, that's not good.
You want to re-roll?
Yeah, I think I do.
Okay.
That's
Oh.
worse.
So we can there are two things could happen here. You could take the stress that I'm about to throw at you from touching this thing, or you could take a little less stress and mark something like in peril or something.
How much
Because
stress am I-
you have seven points of stress coming at you because you touch this thing. This thing is death. This knife has killed countless numbers of people, and immediately upon touching it, your heart stops. So you could mark in peril and take a little less stress. You could mark doomed and only take 1 point of stress.
Or I can mark wounded, which is one of my mantle things.
And so you'd only take 3 points of stress. And then give me an aspect of what, like you could say, you know, had a minor heart attack.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Okay.
Yep, I just
And-
survived a heart attack.
All right, so you do not have control of this knife at the moment. You're not like the master of the knife. You haven't done anything, but you touched it and your heart stopped. You're like stepping backwards going, reaching for your arm, and you see this, Belle.
Okay, I am going to grab the book and slide it into my purse, and at the same time, I will again use my magical talent
Okay.
to say that I have aspirin in my purse to give
Excellent.
to the professor.
Boom. She
Prepared.
runs over and do you just shove it in his mouth?
Yeah. Chew. Like, chew now.
Just-
You've seen that look on someone before when they're having a heart attack. All right, so everybody has acted right now, correct? Since the tackle and everything. She is going to go. Click, 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 click. All right, let me open up her sheet here. Oh, that's fine. Noises are fine. We don't mind noises. Why can't I open her sheet? All right, Sophia. She looks at you, Constantine, and looks over and says, "You ruined everything! Why are you even here?"
You're muted.
You are making deal with Baba Yaga. No, this is bad. Why are you doing this? No, stop.
And she looks and she's like, I don't want to die.
The sad truth of life, we all die.
I'm going to die soon.
Why?
And she just looks and she says, "Do you know how I know Jessica?" And she pulls her hair and takes her hair off, and she is bald.
You
Brain tumor.
You. Why do you never tell me this? Why you not? Why?
And she just walks up and she slaps you with a bloody hand. She's like, "You're going to throw money at it?"
I will throw as much as I have to at it.
She's like, "This is the way I will have his money. Then I can be fixed. I will have time. I have her book." And she looks over and she's like terrified suddenly because the book is not there.
Bob.
Bob is hiding behind a rock.
So is this still in her turn?
I mean, we're not technically in a turn order.
Oh,
it's an
okay.
exchange. So if you guys want to do things, we can play around with it. We can, if somebody else wants to kind of jump in and do something, let me know.
I'm just gonna kind of try and keep treating Eric. Not really paying attention to the cancer discussion that's going on the other side.
Okay.
Have you, I'll just like ask her, what did she tell you? What kind of quality of life are you going to have if you succeed in whatever this is that you are doing?
None.
Doesn't
Lead
matter.
only to an eternity of torment.
And she turns and says, "But I'll be alive."
Not
And she
for
starts
long.
crying, actually.
There are
No,
things
it's
worse than
living.
death.
All right, and she is going to be doing this because she's guileful, and she is going to add a +2 onto that.
Runs in the family.
She is
Oh, imagine that. The girl's better than you at it, huh?
very guiley, and she is looking up at you with your tear-filled eyes and hits you with a soul gaze.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
So, let's do this quickly. Let me make sure of something.
Oh, let's educate the people who don't know Dresden Files what a soul gaze is.
Yes, page 140.
Yeah, what the heck
What
is
is
this?
a
Yes,
mechanical
I totally
effect
know
for
what
this?
a soul gaze is. I am super game for this.
Yes.
Countermeasures stuff.
Yes, we'll go with that. So basically, oops, I clicked the wrong page here. Meh. So the mathematical numbers game of this thing is when you look somebody in the eye for directly for more than a few seconds, you peer into their soul and they likely see into yours. The exchange manifests itself as a cryptic vision. Make an intellect roll opposed by their intellect roll. So she is seeing your true self. Now, let's see how this works out because she's not the most intellect-y person in the world.
Yeah, it's Melnick.
All right, she got a 1.
Okay.
And
then
she
I
can't-
oppose it.
Yep, make your intellect check. She can't roll anything else onto it because she's got a condition right now. She can't use her stolen power because she just used it. Oh, nice. All right, so this is backfired on her.
Good job.
The winner learns a concrete, useful piece of information about the other individual, or 2 things if they succeed with style. You didn't succeed with style. You got 2. You could if you have a. Do you have a?
I have
Boost, okay.
one.
You have
fate.
a fate point you could spend, and succeed with style and learn 2 things. It's up to you.
I will use my last fate point to do so.
All right. So
You have 2.
yeah, technically he's I forgot to take one of them off earlier.
Oh.
So 2 things you learn about her is she is already dead. Through some dark, horrific black magic, she is still walking around alive. You can tell looking into her soul, she died like almost a year ago. And is trying to cling to this hollow, shallow something of life by limping along. And everything she told you about the cancer was probably true up until when she died. But this doesn't seem to be just your sister anymore. The second thing you learn is that she is in possession of a silver coin in her pocket that is emanating horrific evil
Well, where are her clothes?
And if you do not know about this from Dresden,
Yeah,
this
how
is
does
one
she
of
have
the
a pocket if she's naked?
That
this
coin's
is one
that
of
her
the silver
prison
denarii.
pocket?
Yeah,
Prison pocket.
No, it's in her dress.
it's not
But
silver.
it doesn't matter if it's
Okay.
Somewhere on her person.
It's near her because this is
Okay.
one of the silver denarii that was given to a certain person who betrayed a certain person. And
then
every one of
No
them
way.
has
It's
a fallen angel within it.
yeah.
she's a Denarian.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. Now, yeah, the other thing you know is that the only
What's its
thing
name?
that is concerning her right now is where is my knife? Where's the coin? And into the exchange. So you she initiated this, so she's gonna have you go next.
Oh no, I don't have any fate points left. I thought of something that I want to do, and I need a fate point for it. Scheiße.
Well, come on, chat. You need
I
a
was
fate
thinking-
point.
Oh
I'm
man.
alone.
I was like, what are the chances that there's a magpie somewhere in this murder of crows that sees a shiny silver object on the ground and flies away with it?
Seduce her, boss. No,
What?
Aruda, no.
Oh,
Christ,
God.
Ruda.
That's his sister.
Oh, yeah.
Pervert Ruda.
Well, oh my gosh.
It's tough. Yeah, I know.
Yep.
I
because-
will look at her and just say, Sophia, I had no idea. I'm very sorry. And I'll grab her by the hand and I'll just be like, if you must stay here, I will stay with you.
And you grab her by the hand, and you can see up both arms, long scars from where she probably ended her own life.
I'm like, Moss, am heartbroken at this right now. This is so sad.
And you're getting a fate point for that because you are looking at it like, why didn't she just tell me?
This is-
Who would you like to go next if that's what
Never
you're doing?
knew.
I'll look and see. Was it Van Cushing who's got the knife?
He's
Yeah.
near it.
No.
Yeah, I'll let Van Cushing go next. Since
Okay.
he's near the knife.
He's gonna kill me.
And you do have your wonderful in pursuit.
I do, but I don't know the name of the demon.
Correct.
Yes.
Can't declare it as my quarry. And Melnick also hasn't informed us about the coins, so
Good point.
Yeah.
Good point.
I can't put two and two together on that. Gee, I don't know. What can I do with the knife? I got it. It needs to be secured in some way.
Hmm.
Secret
Send Dave for the
Code.
coin. I do not do anything with my make-believe system. No.
Exposed, murder of crows.
Yep. And the other one, if you couldn't see it down here in the rocks.
Slayer wield. Stoneheart. What does that mean? What does Stoneheart mean?
Good question. What does that mean? What do you think it means? What do you want it to mean?
This is like really bad.
It is really bad.
Yeah, I really want to shoot her.
Up to you. Unless you need to turn the tables on her, you have all the cards. She didn't trust your family. She would tell you about her pain.
She
Do
didn't trust you, Moss. She
I don't
didn't
even.
trust you.
I have no idea how even I would react in this.
It's like, who's the more evil GM at this point? Is it Erudite or is it Frost?
I don't know.
It's very
man.
dramatic.
This is,
Oh, okay.
I don't know if we really understand the definition of evil in that case. I mean, is this really evil, Moss or Frost?
Evil.
I
This is
mean-
just me being. This is just a Monday.
Yeah.
gun beats knife.
Renessus
Gun
Frost.
beats
Wait.
knife.
Yeah. What would you like to do?
Yeah, I guess I'll get up and I'll aim the Kalashnikov at her and I'll yell, Melnick, it's too late!
What you doing? Are you shooting or are you just yelling and waiting to see what he does?
Yeah, I'm gonna wait to see what he does.
All right. Who goes next? I think we have Belle and we have Kyle.
I choose Mayweather.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Belle is going to look over the scene and see exactly what she was going to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then she is going to march over to her and slap her
Okay.
and say, "You don't know. You dabble in these things and you don't know. You don't understand. You finish this and you are as good as dead. There are rules, there are laws that govern what we can and cannot do. And if you break one, you will be hunted and you will be killed. And there will be a trial, but it will not be a trial. It will just be a death sentence."
Okay. Now, she still has her third eye open. And she turns and looks at you just absolutely horrified. Please make me an intellect check.
Okay. Glad I still have that boost.
You do have a boost. Let's see how she does here. Not well. So you, in addition to the things that I told him that you learned about, that she is dead, that she is in possession of a coin of one of the denarians, that knife is not only very evil, it is likely something she stole from Cochet, given the
That's
trappings on it.
Heart attack.
And that is something that could probably separate her from this thing, but you're not sure how that would work out, because that would take, since you know, I would tell you this in private, but I'll tell you in public because we don't have time to do it in private, that this is similar to the idea of using the Sword of Truth or using one of the blades. Doing it with love would protect the wielder from the backlash of what they're going to do.
Okay.
But it has to be done with absolute love. Otherwise, both of you probably pay the price.
Okay.
It'd be really nice to know all this information in character.
So
Yeah, because we know Cushing really deep down loves her.
I was
I
gonna,
mean,
No, but
gonna say-
Melnick does.
I was gonna say,
In love.
can I shout that out?
You can.
Okay. Then I shout that out to the professor.
Okay, and it is Winkleman's turn. You have him stabilized. What else would you like to do? Are you just going to keep tending to him, or
so me,
you hear her yell that?
I hear her yell, kill her with the knife or whatever.
No.
The knife can separate her
The
from
knife can separate her from something.
the denarius, whatever that is. You don't see a coin,
Yeah.
or
So
the denari.
I want to know if I, as Winkleman, can spend a fate token to have one of the murderous crows come down and steal the coin.
Oh, Christ, no.
The coin isn't visible; it's inside her clothing. The
Thank
thing
God.
that is visible is the knife.
Ooh.
Oh, Christ, no.
All right. then Winkleman's going to do the thing that Winkleman probably would do most likely in this scenario, where he still thinks this is a dream and has no clue what's going on. He's going to take Eric and hide behind whatever altar thing they were on, making love.
Uh-huh.
Right? So he's going to hide him back there and take out the gun and just start shooting.
Okay.
And realistically, again, we've already proven that he doesn't know what he's doing, so he's just shooting.
Just shooting, kind of at a wedding. Just okay.
At a wedding?
You know, the Middle Eastern wedding where people
like a
just
Middle
shoot in the
Eastern
air.
wedding.
Yeah.
I'm just picking out
okay.
birds.
Yeah.
And,
Hey, what kind of weddings
You know,
do you go to? So he does that. He rolls Eric behind the stone and just starts firing this Kalashnikov off in the air. And right next to you, Bob is just sitting there. And now Eric's lap is kind of, her head is falling into Bob's lap. Bob looks down at him and he's got his fingers in his ears looking over at you, Winkleman. He's just like,
You know it's bad when the goblin is looking at you like you're nuts.
yeah, whatever, buddy. Who's going next?
this is a weird dream. I'm going to pass it off to Constantine.
Okay. Constantine.
Um,
Your sister is staring at Mayweather. Mayweather Bell just yelled out, basically, we have to use the knife. It's the only thing that can separate her from this. And then you hear, and then,
I'm just like kind of ducked down, like trying to shield myself from the gunshots. Can I look around? And, like, how far away is the knife? Can I reasonably get to it?
Oh yeah,
Back at
easily.
the
It's
altar.
with a slide. Or so basically, you didn't roll very far down the hill. You have like a stride and a half to get to it, really.
Oh, okay. While
You guys didn't Princess Bride down a hill. You only went like 10
Oh,
meters.
okay.
Yeah.
As you wish.
Exactly. It wasn't quite that bad.
while she is distracted by Belle, I'm gonna run over and just kind of like do a fast crawl over to the altar and try to grab the knife and come back over to
Oh, damn it.
Sophia.
Okay.
The only one who can grab it is Belle.
And am I able to just grab it?
The knife? Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
And
How do you want to overcome this?
Yeah.
Oh,
Belle's
What do you
in
want to use
favor
for
of
your approach?
crochet.
The knife of the Deathless One.
Well, just trick it into thinking that you're Sophia. You're blood related, right?
I will try to focus.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to focus on the love that I have for my family.
Okay. Do it. That's a pretty good roll.
Was it enough though?
It's better. You'll have a lot less shifts coming at you. If you use the fate point, you would have a +5.
Okay.
Oh.
There's a boost from Ormond to whichever player needs it the most.
Moss.
And to fill the bar.
All
Nice.
right. Moss could use a boost right now.
Okay, I will do that.
Oh, yeah.
So, boom. Do you want to use the boost or the fate point?
I'll use the boost.
Okay. And also, we're hitting the refresh, which normally would just give you your refresh in Benny's back. But since we're kind of at the end here already, we're just going to be hitting you guys with your full refresh.
Nice.
Because you doing this is going to be the culminating action here. Thank you very much, Orman. That is fantastic. So you have 5 shifts. You would have had to absorb a whole bunch of damage. You're only going to have to absorb 2 technically because of the other piece. So you would have to absorb 2 stress from this.
Okay. Boom, boom.
So you can mark 2 boxes.
Okay.
It numbs your arm all the way up to your elbow from touching it, and you feel like your arm is no longer a part of you.
Come on, and I'll try to like. I'll grab my hand with my other hand, and I'll just go over and. Do I have time to do anything else, or do I need to wait?
You can do it on this turn because the thing you just did is going to give you an extra. Oh, actually, I should probably put this on here. You have another aspect right now. You are technically at the you're in the Kinslayer Weald. You are at a moment out of time.
Okay. Okay.
It is the two of you at this moment. The birds have stopped wheeling. The tears that were falling off of her cheeks are frozen in midair, and she turns and moves. The tears stay there. She turns and looks at you and falls to her knees, and she gets the most horrific grin on her face of whatever is inside her. Just looks up at you and just moves her hair aside and does this and looks at you just grinning like a fiend.
Oh, now I don't know if I want to do it.
Do it.
I mean,
Get the coin.
Find peace, sister, and I'll just right in her heart.
Okay, you do not have to roll for this because she is not resisting. In fact, she's kind of helping. And you just hear a when you do that, and she falls against you. And luckily, you three, Bob, Winkleman, and Eric, are behind the altar. The two of you on the other side of the altar, when the coin basically explodes, this area of stone is like basically a small bomb going off. So I need you both to make an overcome roll with whatever you want to use. You can use your magical ability. Now, be aware, this thing detonating is literally going to destroy the top of this hill.
okay, well,
This might not be a bad time for Belle.
yeah, I'm looking at it. I think I'm gonna burn out.
You're gonna burn out and use your massive ability.
Yep.
All right. So explain
Burn,
to everybody
baby,
what
burn.
being burned out, being a precog, does.
I can see multiple future events focused on a group of people
So
based on something specific. So,
she basically saw this in the couple of seconds before it happened and intruded upon your moment out of time and is basically trying to set you guys up to be in the blast shadow as best she can of rocks. Kind of Quicksilver-esque, moving around, posing you, moving you. And when you guys make this roll, you're going to have a +2 to it, but you're also going to have a circumstance bonus, depending on how this roll goes for you. So, that's technically the three of you. So, Constantine, Belle, and our lovely doctor, Mr. Cushing, please make your overcome.
I think I might be dead.
You might be, but you might not be. Whatever you guys want to use.
now could I have used that as my focus to get out of the range too?
This doesn't have anything to do with scale, does it?
For that, you could, yeah. This does have scale on it, which is why it's going to be so dangerous.
Can I have a countermeasure on hand?
Yeah, you could technically. You could have something that wards off the touch of a Denarian. You could have something
Yeah, we
like a
got
blessed piece of cloth.
Yeah,
Sure,
we got what are they called? A reliquary or tchotchke.
and it's going to probably be destroyed, but it might save you.
It's breathful.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead. What did you do? You did
I'm gonna do force.
force. Okay. All right. So you got a +3. You could burn a fate and get a +5 if you'd like.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right. Belle.
Okay.
We get an additional on top of that, don't we?
You have another thing because of what your countermeasure. Yes.
Yeah. And I'm going to
And
have
her
used-
thing too. So
Yeah.
you're gonna have a couple of conditions here, which is good
Yeah.
because the number of shifts of damage that were coming to you guys is scary.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah. So I'm going to have used focus to have positioned everything before I burn out all my magic.
Okay. So here, I'll do this technically. I'll add these to yours.
Yeah, it's one of the finger bones of Saint Joseph.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm gonna be using my boost on this.
All right. Use your boost. Roll your roll. All right. So you will have that, and you will also have these two.
Okay.
Constantine.
Okay. So here's what I'm thinking, right?
Okay.
I don't think that Constantine would be trying to avoid this at all.
Okay.
So here's we could take I'm thinking like if we take all of the bonuses and stuff, I can throw my last fate point onto it, and if that is enough,
Well, you've got 4 fate points right now because
Oh!
you got refreshed.
well, I will
Got full refresh.
I will throw a fate point into the mix and see if that allows me to succeed or not.
Okay.
But if you'd like, I can. My flare has nothing, so I can roll that to see if I get negative. If you want, that's up to you.
No. So what we would do is we would say that basically you've got the +4 coming from the other things and a fate point, which will be a +6. So right there. So the hill detonates. Those of you behind are shaken and thrown down the hill, kind of Princess Bride style. And in doing so, Bob's shoes get removed from him and he leaps to his feet, and you can see he's actually floating above the ground about 3 or 4 inches, and he just stands there or floats there, and he's like, oh, like someone who just had a cast taken off. Winkleman, you are entangled with Eric. He's not bleeding. You're down on the bottom of this hill. You're not sure what happened, but Bob looks at you and he just says something, and you're like, you can't hear anything right now. You're just like, that's it. There is bits of dirt and rock falling down on you. Belle, you managed to get behind a couple of rocks, and the blast shadow just everything went around you. Similar to you, Doctor, you got behind a piece of a tree and a rock, and were sheltered by this. The small bone that you were holding, the reliquary, has in fact broken and falling into pieces. You're like, oh, but I'm okay. And standing in front of you, Constantine, is your sister, as you've seen her before. Just a ghostly apparition of her normal, pleasant, pretty-looking self. A shining, ethereal spirit. Her body on the ground has just been turned into a long smear of ash down the hill. You are completely untouched. You felt warmth. You are holding on to this knife. And you, at the moment, feel like you are completely invulnerable. You feel like you could just take on the world at the moment. But also, you're muted, by the way.
Go ahead.
And your sister's shade is just standing there in front of you, looking completely bewildered and terrified. And I'm going to change the music because we went to the city suddenly.
Rome!
Oh no,
Woo!
it's fairy
Drumming
cops.
sirens.
I will just drop the knife on the ground
Okay.
and just be like, go. Be at peace now, Sophia.
And
You are free.
she kind of unfocuses on you and then just starts moving down the hill towards the woods off to the right, just meandering. You're not sure where she's going. But you can tell in the most disturbing part of this is her apparition is wearing the bridal veil, the gown, the beautiful dress that you know she picked out for her wedding, and the small crown-like tiara that she had insisted upon as she wanders off into the dark woods.
Constantine just falls to his knees and just sobs.
And since we're technically over time, the epilogue, there was going to be an epilogue, and we were going to go back and talk and do stuff, but we don't have time for that. So you will have returned the book. You will have returned the knife, I'm assuming. That's up to you to decide.
Yeah, we leave it to Belle to return the knife.
Okay.
To her.
When
Oh
she
yeah,
goes
I guess
back
that's
to
dearly
like
tea.
half her
beloved.
life too, but she's dead now. So
Mm.
Yeah. No, she
was
definitely
kinda
returned the
gonna hold
knife.
her end of the bargain, didn't she?
She didn't kill her. And she was technically already dead.
That's the real problem.
Yes. But once all that is done, the matter
Find Eric some
of
clothes.
Eric and him dealing with everything that's going on, and all of you realizing that, you know, Constantine was, well, whatever his real name is, was Sophia's brother. And he just had to do a horrific thing. And that is how we're going to end this. The epilogue was, see, the story was called Swan Song. Part 1 was negotiations. Part 2 was the House of Bone. Part 3 was dowry, which you just did. And the epilogue was a long fall. Because unfortunately, after all of this, Eric will fall back into his depression and he will start drinking again.
Oh, great.
And we
Yeah.
all know that Kevin will go back and have sex with his wife and initiate the birth. And
No.
What you will find out is that when he left, he got the call, had the baby, and when Belle gets back, she has many a phone call from them asking, "Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you?" And we're gonna end it there. Sorry we had to not get to the epilogue, but I don't want people to stay online all night. I had a hell of a lot of fun. This was very entertaining, so I'm going to hand it off to all of you to let everybody know who you are and where you can be found.
Let me get us switched over right quick.
Thank you for switching us over.
Swoosh.
All right, we're good.
All right, so Dave, go first and then pick who you want.
oh boy, I don't think I've ever gotten to do this before. I am Darth Dave, or the King Darth Dave. You can check out my YouTube channel or my Kick channel, where I do a Sunday follow-up every Sunday afternoon, and I also sometimes get to play games. And I will pass it off to the wonderful, magnificent, glorious, and magnanimous, and hopefully wonderful future GM, Moss.
Hey,
I like
thank you,
it.
thank you. Hopefully, wonderful future. I like that. Not so subtle hinting. Yeah, you can find me obviously here. I'm working on getting Massive Nyarlathotep put together as we speak for the premiere in December. So keep an eye out for that. Also keep an eye out for Erudai's one-shot coming up here very shortly. As well as some other one-shots that you are definitely not going to want to miss. Keep an eye out for those. Also, you can find me over on Tales from Dragon's Tavern. Got a full campaign out featuring the very wonderful Frost, our illustrious GM today, and that was in the One Ring system, as well as Goblin Slayer, which we are currently airing right now. And yeah, we stream on Kick. I stream map making on Saturdays, and yeah, it's a whole heck of a lot of fun. And I will pass it to Le Nugget herself, Chrysanth.
Hey, everybody. You can just find me here on Fridays with Strange Eons and every other Friday with Gaming with Erudai while he cries because things are too scary for him. But other than that, it's
And
just me.
blurps.
I don't do anything on my own. No, Zaku, take it away, sir.
I am no Zaku boy, and I want an epilogue. I want the epilogue.
What I have an entire scene here. The thing is, I
so
have
many loose ends we have to tie
Look,
up.
I've got-
Bobby
I've
Yaga,
got
we have to tie it up with Koshei
the penthouse.
too.
We've got the mansion. We've got Koshei's place. We've got this place. We've got the Bombay Club. We've got the Raskeller we could have gone to. There's the other crime scene, and where you guys would have been having the epilogue was at the nightclub. And take a peek at the.
Rave.
Well,
There's a
here,
nightclub?
you guys have fun here. Here, you can look at the.
Hot and heavy. Oh, here,
Epilepsy, ow.
I'll switch this back over so everybody can get a look at that.
Yep.
That
This
is a
was
nightclub.
where- This is a nightclub. This is where the thing would have had, and there's all the situational aspects of it.
Honeypot
This is Erudai's
Haven.
fault.
I would have loved this place.
Oh yeah.
I blame Erudai. Look at all the content that he borrowed from you, Chad.
Emotional
First plan.
flashpoint, generous pores.
Damn it.
Hot
Oh,
and
wait.
heavy.
The three
Hot
act
and heavy,
epilogue
yep.
here.
Owl.
epilepsy because of the flashing
Strobes,
lights.
yeah.
And Hot and Heavy was called. I did have it called Club Sex, but I decided to call it Hot and Heavy instead.
Make it a little bit more G-rated.
Ooh,
A
yeah.
little G-rated, yes, exactly. But you
PG.
guys didn't get to these
Just a
parts,
little.
so
Just a hind bit G-rated. Not
Yeah.
totally G-rated.
Isn't
I
it
blame
crazy how
Red-Eye.
little you actually get to in 3 hours? It's crazy.
I know.
Yeah.
I just made
Yes,
I made
this is the one
extra
thing I
and
keep saying over and over
I'm-
and over again. You need to take into account that everything takes a really long time to
Yeah.
do on tabletop.
I mean, technically, I only had the 3 scenes or the 4 scenes in the 4 places. Those are the places you needed to get to the story. We hit all 4 of them. These were all extras and tangential.
Yep.
If you guys had chosen to go places,
See, this is what
Oh, yeah.
preparation looks like. Very important thing.
it is.
Yeah, as opposed to, like AI animated emergency maps that some people bring up,
We're
it's
taking about 15 minutes to create.
Hey!
I'm holding up my lighter. Gamer says, "Sorry, I interrupted you with this stuff."
Here, I'll get us transition back over. Hold on.
I interrupted me with it.
Oh yeah, we all interrupted
All
each
right.
other. We're good at this.
I stream on YouTube and Kick. Probably tomorrow I'll be streaming Baldur's Gate 2 with Warlock. On Wednesday at 7, I'm with Sevi, Horny Elf, and it was Smoo. Yeah, that's right. We'll be playing Jump Space, which is a very interesting game. And
That's
then at
entertaining.
10:30 on Wednesday, it'll be Faz Inc. with me, with Lavistro, Kaio Zaber, and Soul Soldier. And then on Thursday, me, Frost, Warlock, and Sevi will be playing Divinity Original Sin 2. So I'm here all week, ladies and
Your
gentlemen.
favorite game.
And I'll be
Yes.
dying constantly.
You can thank Moss right now for that.
Thanks, Moss.
You're welcome. He's a glass cannon.
Mostly glass. Yeah. All right. Well, I guess if that's everybody else is gone, I think everybody else is gone. I am Frost. You can find me here on Moonskull. You can find me on the Legend Seeker channel. You can find me over on Tales from the Dragon's Tavern. And you can actually find me on my channel doing all kinds of crazy stuff here and there. Give me a follow on YouTube. And I'm looking forward to doing more of this at some point. I'm toying with the idea of doing a game of this just offline, just through my Discord at some point. So if people are interested in just doing a game of this, let me know. I hope everybody enjoyed the system. It's an entertaining system. We didn't even go too deep into it because, we didn't have a lot of time to, but there you have it. The horror of the Dresden universe.
You know, we don't need an entire campaign, but a few sessions.
A few sessions, yeah.
You know?
Yeah, if you guys think this was a little, this is the books. Read the books because the books are essentially this.
There's even more.
It's weird, occult noir.
Exactly. So, there we have it. Thank you very much. I guess if nobody has anything else, I guess we can say good evening to everyone. And we'll talk to you later.
Hasta la vista.
Good night.
Hi, chat.